Greetings.
Hello,
Salutations.
Oh wow! Salutations.
Wow. I can't believe
You
you've
can
done
really
this.
dance.
It's time for D&Ds.
D&D's.
Nope. Nope. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave you all hanging.
Look, I'm just looking at Orb, and Orb did not put people in
I
camera
just told
spots.
him.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I didn't know Aussie was a VTuber.
No,
Actually,
no,
so
no.
that makes
See,
me the dungeon mistress
Yep.
today.
Yep. This is what
yeah.
I was wanting you guys to figure out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
Blue's Clues,
only-
guys. Who goes where?
It's not April Fools anymore. Not even an NA.
Does AussieDevFro go where Cuddly Raptor goes? No.
Oh my God.
I honestly just think he was still playing Pokemon Skull until like 2 seconds ago, and then this is the result of that.
Wow.
took
Why
my
would you
battle
call it
cam.
out like that? Live
Oh.
on
Took
the
my battle
interwebs.
cam and it's all set up and ready to go.
I see.
Look,
I see.
ready,
Yes.
ready? Battle cam
You
set up.
might as well put me in
As-
George's spot. We're
As
basically the
is
same
my
person.
battle cam, because that's 100% something
It rubbed
I
off on each
remembered to
Yep. Yeah.
put everyone in their right places.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
I just how
No.
long have we been doing this for?
You know,
Look,
Yeah.
Sarah
you
won't
would
be
think
my-
Well, all right. Let's get it started.
But hey,
I'll
did
give you
you
a
all
recap.
know that very soon in the future, we're all going to be streaming Dungeons and Dragons from another channel called
Whoa.
Natural 30s?
hell yeah.
What? I didn't know
Hey.
this. Why didn't anyone tell me this? Oh my gosh, we've got so much to
Brand
prepare.
Information. I mean, it might be brand new information for some people.
Mm.
So if you didn't know,
Mm.
that's what's happening. We're going to be pretending to be extra professional and having a channel all for our own sorted purposes. Isn't that wonderful?
Not only that, but to coincide with that announcement, we got merch.
Oh yeah, we got
True.
merch.
So if you want to own a piece of Nanomelavora, a piece of Rudy, or maybe a slice of that
physical
Arthur
piece,
pie.
mind you. Make sure it's legal in your country.
Oh yeah, please, yeah, always, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No, not actually.
I'm concerned.
But there is a merch link in my chat right now. I'm not sure about everyone else's, but
There is a merch link in. I don't know. Wait, hold on.
If any of you, no, I don't have one yet. I don't have it set up.
That's okay. I got
Just
you.
like every other command, I always forget to set up.
Put me in your Moobot.
Yeah.
Let me in, Coach. I'm ready.
that cow's just waiting there, boxing gloves on, ready to go.
I love Moobot. I love Moobot so much. Moobot, if you're listening to this,
I love Moo.
Moobot would respond, Dino me.
And then Buttspot would get jealous, and then it's just a whole thing going on.
Yeah. It
Oh
sounds
no,
like...
it's but I mixed up the
Our-
bots. This
our-
is my brain today.
Our bot for like Natural 30 should be Dicepot or something,
Maybe.
and then it can just randomly do dice things in chat.
Hey everyone watching, you all should know that we have meetings for discussing these things, but some of the best brainstorming happens at the worst time.
Yay, ADHD.
Like right at the start of
Yep.
streams. Yeah.
Woo!
I am not streaming today because you might be able to tell I'm a little bit sick. But we're still here.
you may be
Yeah.
sick, Josie, but you look splendid today.
I don't think you're convincing anyone.
You
But-
look like a baby unicorn that has just sung a star into existence.
Wow.
That's holy
That's
moly.
that's a heck
wow.
of a
yeah.
that's a heck of
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, I have to tell you a funny. One of my favorite musicians once had a oh shit, what's it called? A competition to have fans name one of his albums,
Oh,
That can only go so well.
and
I mean,
and
absolutely.
and the album that was released in September of 2011 was therefore called "Riding a Black Unicorn Down the Side of an Eruptive Volcano While Drinking from a Chalice Filled with the Laughter of Small Children."
Nice. It's fucking
I mean,
great.
good name. Difficult to fit on a cover.
That's
The cover just says "Riding a Black Unicorn ...
Anyway, how's about that D&D?
Yeah, let's get this ball rolling. Eh?
We don't roll balls in D&D, Roger. We roll dice.
I mean, aren't dice really just edgy balls?
No.
Right, well, I'm gonna go get the black mascara and fill in my dice. Hang on, I'll be back in a second.
Edgelord Rudy. I'm ready.
What
I'm ready.
what eyelashes would Rudy
Oh
use
my
his
God.
mascara
Oh
on?
god, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, lad.
He will pluck a single eyelash from each party member. And
Glue them where he used to have eyebrows.
Yeah.
Anyway, about that D&D.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it is the quarter to the hour. It's time to start.
Yeah, hold on. It's time. I just feel like for some reason, because I don't have the stream up, I don't feel like I'm actually in charge.
I know.
And it's weird.
Join the comfy gremlins, Josie. Join us.
My brain is so slow. So slow. Yes. Okay. So last time on Dramonia, the party finished the resurrection ritual of Irina Shurgard, bringing her back from the dead. Having a moment's conversation and a quick realization that she might be something closer to Rudy than actually alive or dead. The party then have a final moment with the awe, and George is given a blessing. As you're headed out, Rudy, invisibly, leads Nana into the dormitories to talk with Gem, the gnome. And you find out that Gem could potentially lead you to the mines where she was found. She has not dared go back there herself for fear of the truth of what happened to her people. And she told Nana some of the myths about why the Swift Neblin do not succumb to bleaching. The party then, with some luck and a guinea pig badger, tested a portal to never before gone to trees and
Badger tested.
found themselves within the Whitewood section of the South Shard. As Arthur jumped up on the back of Gerald's broom and they rised up above the canopy, the light snow drifting down on them, obscuring vision for the most part, but in the distance they could see faint trails of smokes, the promises of what could be a town. As they came back down, the party had started changing into their winter gear from when they were in the Icelands, way back as where our adventure started. Nana, using some magic instead, protected herself from the cold. And as the party started trekking through the frozen forest, something happened. The sound of tearing fabric as something ripped open in the middle of the air. An inky, void-like, substanced portal opened up in the middle of the forest and outspewed two figures. One, a bundle of cloth that quickly started scampering away from this portal. The other one, seemingly a pale man with red hair holding a staff, are ushering the party to run when shadows taking physical form burst from this portal. And it did not take long before these creatures smelled the air and turned their attention to George, claiming to sense the presence of a planeswalker.
Oh, heck.
And we're gonna come back into battle at the top of a new initiative.
Scene
with
change.
Arthur Ormond III.
Scene change done.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. What am I doing? That is the question.
Your scene changing.
That is another good question.
Mm.
See, look, battle camp already set up. Haha, I did do stuff.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm out of fucking spells. It's fine.
Arthur, which one's got the lowest tail?
There are two fresh, new, larger creatures that came out of the portal, and one smaller one that had previously attacked George.
Can we just remember,
Attacking the one that attacked George.
just in the recap, that Nana smoked two of them? Can we just
That's
take a
true.
step back and just like incinerated two of them? Like, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
That's all-
the,
that's all I
Yeah,
wanted.
Nana
Sunburst, right?
called in a favor from an old acquaintance who just sent in a tactical airstrike.
She's literally playing balloons and tag yourself in this image.
Yeah, I feel like Nana would be the person who'd be like, who always has someone who owes her a favor wherever anyone goes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I've got
Yeah.
someone here who owes
I
me.
think so. I think
Yeah.
so.
She
Every
forced
time
them
the
to
party
owe her a
runs
favor
into
too.
trouble, yeah, every time the party runs into trouble, Nana's like, I know someone who owes me a favor.
I got
She's secretly mafia.
I was literally just
I can
thinking
see
that,
that.
Gouda.
George,
I was just like,
I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to
the
tell you.
Mushroom Mafia.
It's okay.
Wow.
we
don't
met
talk about
other
the Mushroom Mafia.
You're trying to be a fun guy, eh? Anywho, Arthur.
Arthur's gonna attack the one that attacked George.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's what we're calling the rolls. That is
oh,
Nice. Wow.
a
Nice.
20 first roll of the night. Nice.
Bang.
Well, there you
That's-
go.
Well, bang.
So,
So first lot is 16. Then I roll another lot because it's crit. For it wouldn't be double sneak though, would it? For crit?
No.
Alright, so 13. So 16, 13. That'll be 29.
29 is enough to smoke that one, as the Nana called it.
I got you, George.
So yeah, Arthur pulls out an arrow, his trusty arrow, fires it, hits the demon in its skull, and the shadows just disperse from the body itself, leaving this charred skeletal-like form that just falls to the ground and disappears into ashes.
All right. Now, is there one that looks scarier than the other?
They look about equal scary.
Which one's close? I'll take the one closest to George.
Okay.
And I'll attack for 23.
23 hits.
Okay. We see you, Arthur.
Oh
Okay.
wow, that is the lowest I can ever do there. For
Oh my
9,
God.
and as
9
I
points damage.
fire this one, I go, "Leave my friends alone, you bastards!"
You call out, you fire, you hit a piece of the smoke, and it's torn off. Whatever these creatures are, they still seem to take damage, but they do not bleed. They do not take injuries the same way that you do. These creatures come from elsewhere. They are something other. But
Something
it doesn't
other.
seem to have. It doesn't seem to have been affected by your words. Whatever you can discern as facial features is locked on George.
Well, they're gonna hate this, and Arthur's gonna prepare a lightning arrow for the next shot.
Nice.
Wonderful. The shadow horrors go. They both look at each other before they dip down into the ground, disappearing, fusing with the shadows that are cascading all over this place. Whatever faint sunlight breaks through the cloud banks and the canopies is not enough to disperse these shadows, as they both slip underneath the ground and reappear, flanking George.
No!
I'm in danger.
And George and Arthur, you are close enough to each other to hear one of them say, "Give it to us. Give it to us."
George, what did you take this time?
And as they say that, I
Good.
will say that Nana and Rudy,
Mm.
the two of you see the portal start to vibrate.
That's a
Ooh.
good news.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Always not good when it starts vibrating.
Oh, I hate it when it vibrates.
The shadow horrors are both going to go on a full onslaught of attacks against George.
Holy shit.
If I can actually get this to work, hold on. I'm so sorry. I will be apologizing for everything this day. You can't stop me.
What? I can?
That's what you think.
Okay, so you're having a total of 6 attacks coming your way.
Oh,
No!
Lordy.
No, actually, it is okay. That's not true. That's not true. The first one you see almost the shadows that are these tendrils of darkness that are coming off it like heavy fog, heavy smog pouring to the ground. They coalesce, almost making its form more sharp, more tangible for a moment before these shadows explode outwards. And let's see, I'm going to need everyone except for Ungar, who ran away because he's a coward.
I'm gonna
Everyone
find him. I'm gonna. Yes.
is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Not
Oh, shit.
dexterity.
Easy!
Any
No.
chance it's versus magic?
Dexterity.
This is not technically a
Arthur.
magical effect.
Okay, no worries.
Let's
I'm
go,
going
Arthur.
to.
Wait,
gonna
that
use-
means we rolled the exact same thing. Or...
I might as well just use Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this saving throw. And you said it was Dex, right?
Yes, a dex save.
I got
Got it.
13. Does that cut it?
Oh, thank God I did that. Because one of those was a 3 and the other one was a natural 20.
I'm looking
Nice.
for Rudy's. Rudy 7. You are not a
Um,
Dex boy.
Rudy?
I will ask, does Rudy have any bonus to dex saves? Because you rolled a dex check, not a save. So
Oh,
check
did I?
if
My
you're-
mistake. Sorry.
Holy
In that
shit.
case,
Don't
in
worry.
that case, it'd be an 8.
Okay, wow. Wonderful.
My mistake.
Nice,
So,
nice.
anyone who got below... No, hold on. I think Rudy and Nana, you take 27 points of necrotic damage. However, I
Ah.
believe
Okay.
Rudy is resistant.
He is. He is.
And the rest of you take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Only
Okay,
13.
only 13. Only 13.
Yeah, but the issue here isn't really the damage, it's the
Ah,
fact that
shit.
it's a 60 feet range
Yeah.
on the explosion.
It's a pretty good
Mm.
range. Pretty good.
Hmm.
It's, yeah, that was
Hmm.
uncomfortable.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hold on, I have managed to miss some things. Brain, why are you doing this to me?
Because the brain wants us to listen to this awesome new music we got going thanks to
Right?
Sirenscape.
Can we just like little mini round of
Yeah.
applause for Josie because she's been scouring for this music like all week,
Mm.
even when she's not feeling
Because
well.
I wanted us to have something different than the classical guitar that we always.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love that as well, but this
I'm
feels
very
very
much enjoying it.
otherworldly,
Yeah,
and I think it's fantastic.
This is good.
Hold on, why are my videos frozen up here? What is this?
Shouts out Sirenscape.
We can-
Wonderful. What the fuck just happened here? Okay, never.
The all the shadow demons died, and we carried on our
No.
merry way.
Yeah, no, I had another
after
8th
that
level spell.
explosion,
Who's still
you all
frozen?
you all cover your eyes, your body. You like try to get away, but these are shadows. How do you avoid shadows? They burst out, and some of you manage to hide, and you realize that there's pieces of light wherever the faint sunlight does hit, wherever the snow reflects enough light, these shadows are dispersed. And most of you manage to find somewhere to hide. Rudy, not even trying, feeling in the air what type of energy this is, and looking at the portal, Rudy, you can feel
Oh shit!
there is something otherworldly beyond that portal. Somewhere that feels close to home.
Interesting.
While this is happening, the other shadow horror goes into full barrage against George. I believe a 9 misses you, though it
yeah.
does have advantage because you are flanked. How that would make it a 26.
Yeah, that a hit.
Just
Is now
scraped
also
in.
a good time to tell everyone that I got rid of shield so I could have an extra spell slot for haste?
Oh no!
Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think shield would have helped for that hit.
It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
That's
You take
fair.
21 points of piercing damage as you see the blackened skeleton underneath opens its mouth, and these tendrils of black, inky smoke shoot out and bite at you, biting through you almost. But parts of them, like within this smoke, there are 1,000 needles just cut into your body.
You know, this is fine. It's just an allergy test.
Yeah. It's fine.
After that, it does similarly, but with its limbs. You see the smoke forms these 2 limbs with these jagged claws. They don't look like any form of creature limbs. There's just this amalgamation of sharp objects that have taken physical form and shoot out towards you. The first one is a 19 to hit. And the second is a natural 20.
Which Rudy negates because I believe he can
Yeah.
still use
What
features
is
and
the-
traits.
What is the range on your?
That's a good question. And
Rudy's
it's
like
Sentinel.
right there. Rudy's, see where Arthur is? Like, you just accidentally switched around the
Yeah, Josie, look that way.
within 30,
The map
30
is
feet.
30 feet. Let's check. You got 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
20, 25. I'm gonna.
oh heck!
5,
Oh
10,
heck!
15, 20, 25. Just within.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
let's go.
thank you. All right, very good. That's that reaction done.
So
Excellent.
you take another 28 points of slashing damage, George, as one of these attacks are diverted as Rudy calls out, and the familiar skeletal shadows grab at these incorporeal shadows and hold them back, mitigating the impact. But I will need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws, George.
Yes.
whoa!
I'm good at
Oh,
that. Wait, no,
great.
I'm not awful at that. I thought I was.
The sarcasm turned into hope.
And
19.
I know.
Okay.
He might be dumb, but he is wise.
Might be dumb, but he is wise.
Wise beyond his years.
Street smart, not book smart, because you can't read.
I mean, that's fair. It's quite fair.
So you can feel something as these jagged protrusions stab into your body. And even though from the onlookers it just looks like these incorporeal, almost floating black liquids, they impact George, but as they pull off, you can see the armor has taken a great amount of damage. There's blood coming out of the injuries, and George has taken decent hit. And George, you can see as you're stumbling on your legs, there's something else. There's a mental effect to this. You manage to shake it off, but you can feel with every impact, fear is threatening to take you over.
Well, this isn't fair. I got rid of that item. I'm never giving my items away
No.
again.
And it says, "Our master will have it. Give it to us."
I'm the one that takes things.
Yeah.
Did take something.
As that is happening, on the other side of the map, Rudy and Nana, you see, having stopped dead in its tracks, this clothed figure that is showing no apparent features, turns around and says, "Oh, Weiss, are you sure? I don't even see F anywhere." And Ungar is going to hold his action. And
Okay.
Weiss is going to call out, "Well, the portal's still standing. She has to be here somewhere." And is going to hold his hand up and cast another spell. Let me just double check. Oh, something's wrong with this. Let me double check. Is going to run up, having seen that Nana was the one who took the most from that explosion, is going to run up and say, "Are you all right?" And sort of half kneels down, looking at these creatures, puts a hand on you, and you can see his nails are black, but not as in they're dyed black, like they are naturally black. And he puts his hand on you, and it is cold to the touch. But that coolness transfers almost over to your body as he's going to cast Protection from Energy Necrotic, a special version of the spell on you.
I like
Nice.
that. I like that. Oh, and she just. Oh, thank you. I've made it better.
Yes. Gerald, it is your turn with Nana, you on deck.
Okay.
George, are you okay?
Do I look okay?
Hint, hint, George does not look okay.
Down to, almost single digits.
All right. I'm going to. Can you point at Rudy on the map for me? Oh, hold on. That would help if my map was updating.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize it had frozen as well. One more time for me. Okay. All right. So well, let me just update that on the stream as well, so that works. Battle map. Okay, there we go. That's updated now. Okay. And the. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. With my movement, I'm going to fly down to George.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like seeing how bad he's looking, Gerald just sort of just like throws an arm, like flies down beside him, throws an arm around his waist, and activates the cape of the mountebank to dimension door them both just a little bit the other side of Rudy, so that Rudy is
other
between.
side of Rudy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that Rudy is between us and the shadow beasts,
Okay.
You just hear a
and
little
also
grumble.
close
I'm
to
not a
Rudy
potato sack.
for healing.
We
That-
just scooped to George.
That Rudy
Yeah.
No,
cannot.
George is in the basket.
That Rudy cannot do at the moment.
Oh, Gerald doesn't know this though.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
right.
just like,
no one
"I
really
just
knows
gotta-
that. Yeah.
I gotta.
Oh yeah, Rudy
gotta get the
and
boy to safety.
George are very low on spells from memory.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, we
You need a
I
cleric?
will
What about a
say,
druid?
Gerald, as you do that, as you flick your cloak, sort of enveloping George, and you both disappear in
It's
a
kind of
magical
like a-
disappearing act.
Like sort of throws the cloak over the head kind of thing, and they sort of just like
Yeah, and
fold
as
into
the
it.
cloak, as it folds around, it disappears like behind an invisible border of some sort, and you reappear on the other side of Rudy. And I will say, Gerald, there's a hint of recognition in this figure that you see, who's now just touched Nana's shoulder.
a hint of recognition of.
Just like looks familiar.
Oh, to me.
Yes,
Oh, so I feel like I've seen them somewhere before.
maybe.
Hmm.
There's that like, have you seen them before? That sensation strikes you.
Oh, yeah. I understand. I sort of like do a
Okay.
double take, and then it's like, oh, I'll deal with that later.
I do believe you have a bonus action still.
I do. That is a thing I have. I am going to. What have I got as a bonus action that might be useful here?
Sorcery point management.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had 2 used, so I could probably. Hold on. There we go. I can filter by that. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna convert a first level sorcerer spell to regain some sorcery points.
Wonderful. Nana, it is your turn. Gerald and George has just appeared on the other side of Ruby.
Fantastic. You said George is not looking so hot. And we don't have a healer currently, so I'm gonna use. Where are you? Hello?
You okay, Joe?
There you are. I'm gonna use Balm
Oh,
of
don't
the
ask.
Summer Court.
Okay, but it's fine. You said
gonna
what?
use-
You're gonna.
I'm using Balm of the Summer Court, and I am going
Nice.
to use. I'm gonna use 9d6.
You
Cool.
can only use half of the max
Oh.
at any given time.
So 7, right?
Yes,
I
you
can
can
use 7 out of my 15.
you
Okay,
never use more than half in
that's
one
right.
go.
And it says that there, and I just cannot read to save my life. Or George's.
Or
as it
George's in
turns
this
out.
case, yeah.
So I will use 7 of them, 7d6, and I will confirm that. And would you like me to roll that, or Good, would you like to roll them? I don't mind either way.
I do not mind either way.
I feel
Okay, well,
like
Then
I
I'm
will
saying
do
good.
it.
George, no, blah,
George-
Cuddly, you roll. Blah,
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Cuddly rolls.
Where are my
So it's
D6? 1, 2,
7d6,
3,
and you
4,
get 7
6,
temp hit points as well.
Yes.
Aw.
We will see what happens.
It's actually a really quality feature.
it is.
It
Very,
is.
very good.
You're really you're not a feature, but you're really quality.
Oh,
I-
got him.
Or you
Hey,
could say your
I can
features
be a
are really
feature. I'm
quality.
featured on this stream.
What?
This is true. You
Okay.
do have the bigger camera right
true.
now.
How do you like 30 hit points, George?
Whoa.
And I haven't even used an action or a bonus action.
Whoa.
Fuck, I
we
like
like
that.
We like
I
health.
think you do.
Is
It
it
should
technically
say
a bonus action?
It should
Or,
say what
wait,
the
wait,
thing
I was
is.
gonna
It
say-
just says it's a feature. It's a feat.
Hold
Oh, a
on,
bonus
we
action.
got-
A bonus action. A bonus action. It's a
Okay,
bonus
so,
action.
hey,
in
that
that
as a
case-
bonus
That's
action is
great.
pretty far.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And for my action, I am going to cast and hold in my hand, or actually transfer to both hands, produce flame, and I'm going to get real close to George. And that produces light in bright light, it says, in 10 feet.
You're
In a
blinding
10
the
foot
poor
radius.
boy.
Yeah, but the shadows can't get in. Close your eyes, George.
Okay.
First, Rudy. No, not I thought I could count on you.
So first, you heal George. You summon some fire to your hands, in a hope to discourage these shadow beings from coming closer.
Yes. Fuck 'em.
George, it is your turn.
Yes, I am going to hasten our friendly archer friend. I should know. I think.
What is the range of haste?
I just have to see. Hold on, let me double check. I was gonna switch it to Rudy anyways, though,
Oh well.
because Rudy needs advantage
Just
on
cast
dex
lay
saves.
on something.
I'm sorry, Rudy needs what?
Nothing. Your dexterity's fine.
What?
Within
No.
30 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Rudy.
Okay. Rudy, you are now hasted.
What?
Yeah, +2 bonus to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you get an additional action on each of your turns.
Yay!
But
Excellent.
you can only use the action to either make one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Yes.
That's great because all he can do is swing stuff, so that works fine, I suppose.
Oh
Yes.
no.
But whenever the spell ends, you lose a turn.
Oh yeah, that's true too. I forgot about that part. Good luck.
Well,
Here we go.
Enjoy.
you're gonna be great.
That's
Don't worry
fine. No,
about
it's
it.
good.
Don't
We'll
worry
do it.
about
Anything for your bonus action, George?
I want to attempt to make friends with one of them.
With one of who?
With one of my tantrums. I want to see if I can make one of them into my friend.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, never
properly.
mind. They're hostile. Never mind. Friends does not work the same way as I thought it did. I was thinking of suggestion, which I
Ah.
can't use because I have no spell slots.
Oh my gosh.
I will give inspiration to Nana.
Yay!
So, Nana, you're inspired. You have, I believe it is a D10.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Very nice.
Rudy, it's your go.
Yes. So, artifact abilities, are they counted as spells for the situation? Okay, sweet. Alrighty. George, do you mind if I magically attach myself to you and become a gigantic, healthy battery for you?
That. I don't like the imagery.
But that's the imagery I've got. No, you can't see it anyway. What am I talking about? I'll just do it. And then he casts Mortal Shackles on George.
No, you used his one-liner against him. He uses that against you guys. No,
So-
no, reverse.
So Rudy has now, he's sort of like with some string, he's kind of attached the pig figurine to the hand on his staff. So it's like, it's just like the hand is always holding the pig. So now he just sort of points the staff at George, and those sort of like, spectral chains kind of like, sort of come out of Rudy and kind of begin to wrap themselves around George. However, he can decide to fight the spell if he wants.
Oh,
Ugh,
George.
This is like this feels slimy. Are there maggots in your chains too?
No! How dare you?
Do
They
you do
just
this
they
on
just have that
purpose?
sensation when you can't tell if something is cold or damp.
I have that problem every single day, okay? It's
I
a
understand
real
this.
problem.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Every time checking the dryer. Is this just cold or
Uh-huh.
still damp?
Every single time I was
See,
doing
I just
laundry
put it in
today.
for another 10 minutes so it warms up. Anyways, because I only take my laundry from the dryer if it's warm.
That's smart.
Here's me bringing you relatable descriptions to your everyday life.
I felt that in my soul, and it hurt me.
I think
See, that's
everyone
the
has done that.
immersion- The immersion of D&D.
Or like sometimes, do you ever just sometimes push it to your face because you're like, maybe I'll be able to tell better if I
Yeah,
have
That's
more.
No,
how
like,
I have to do it every
Insert.
single time. I just have to rub
My
my
hands
face
are just
on the
sweaty.
Yeah, like, is it cold or damp?
I thought I was the only one with this problem.
No, we're
Are we
all
having
just
existential
broken,
crisis?
cuddly.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm so happy.
Daniel.
Okay, yes. So, is that all for your turn, Rudy?
No, because
Yeah.
he has a second action, doesn't he?
Yes, but you can only
Oh,
use
yeah.
it to either attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
That's fine because he runs up to the nearest shadow creature and swings his staff at it.
Nice.
You
Smacky
run
it.
up and
Smacky
you
it good.
swing your staff with the disadvantage
With-
because
Yes.
you are very tired.
Yes, he's oh so tired. So we'll do the first swing here. Oh, you're gonna do that bullshittery, aren't you? Don't do that. Don't just.
Can't tell if he's talking to his dice or to his chat.
Oh, because when I click the D,
I looked in his chat. It's
when I
nice.
click the D10 to roll the attack roll, it just brings up the Staff of Withering's abilities.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Magical staves have that problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
But it'll be within the text. There's a rollable thing within the staff text. You should be able to use.
Hey Josie,
Yeah.
how would
After
you
the
feel
damage.
if Nana just like
Just roll.
leveled up 5 just right now?
It's okay. I'm just rolling two
Um,
D20s and we're gonna
I
add 10.
would feel like you are trying to cheat.
Oh, trying to cheat.
Yeah, you gotta
What
bribe
if-
a GM for that.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if she just had?
Oh, it
some-
added them.
No, she's
I'm a-
like,
I'm a
whoa,
fool.
I feel so inspired that I'm just gonna grow 5 sizes today, kind of like the Grinch with his heart.
Okay, so the disadvantage was a 2, so 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
But you looked cool doing it.
You looked cool doing it. You swing and you can feel a piece of the staff connect with something physical in its form, but it just bounces off like nothing.
Damn it. Well, I'm out of ideas. And. Yeah, I'm just out. I'm out. I'm tapped out. Someone else take over.
Speaking of taking over, Arthur, it is your turn, and you and Rudy are both in melee with one of the shadow horrors.
So Arthur's got his arrow ready.
Mm-hmm. His
lightning
lightning arrow. Oh yeah, don't you love it? Every time he tries to use it, someone
Why am
comes
I always near them?
up. Every time.
What?
I don't
And I
think
just-
Arthur has ever
and I
used
just
a
tethered the
Rudy
George!
arrow.
It's always
Good ally.
But
When was the last time you didn't shoot Rudy?
can
tough.
Arthur
Don't you
shoot the
love it
portal?
that Rudy got rid of the curse that made arrows fly towards him and he's still
And he just misses it. He's just like, no, I have to be involved.
And I'm sitting here like, get away!
How about you
Um,
get some spells that don't ricochet or chain or something like that? Just.
You can do remember that you can. It is a concentration spell. The arrow is charged for up to a minute. You could still do other things.
I'll fire a different arrow. I guess.
Arthur's wondering if you can shoot the portal.
You can definitely try. Yeah.
You can
31 to
try.
hit.
31 does hit. What level spell is your lightning arrow?
It was a 3rd level spell.
Okay, I need you to make a wisdom check.
Come on, Arthur.
20.
Ah, yeah, let's go.
20. Okay. My pen died. Thank you for nothing.
You killed Josie's
I
pen.
need-
Well done, Arthur. Holy
Fuck
moly.
yeah. Arthur breaking that 4/4 damage.
Yeah.
What was the AC on the pen?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you shoot, and the lightning disperses. You see the arrow disappear into the portal, like someone dropping a stick into a tar pit. It just swoop, and it gets stuck in there for a moment, and the discharge of lightning happens. The portal seems to flicker at the edges for a moment, and it goes ever so faintly smaller before the arrow returns to your hand.
Arthur yells out, "Attack the portal!"
No, Arthur, attack the thing in front of us!
And then he goes, "Oh yeah." And
Yes!
attacks the thing in front of us. It's bow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, let's not have more things come out of the portal, though.
15.
15, is that with disadvantage because you're in melee with an enemy?
Right, let me do it again. Yeah, it'll be a 15.
Yeah, 15 still hits actually.
Do I get sneak?
No, because you had disadvantage on the attack
All
roll.
right, so
Is
13.
the portal even gonna see you coming regardless, though? Like, come on.
13.
13 points of damage. So you manage to shoot the arrow point blank, and it pierces through part of its body.
Sweet.
And you can now feel the arrow is definitely there was a little bit of tar, the substance still stuck to it. So when you were trying to let go, it was stuck to the string for just like the tiniest amount of time, making it lose some velocity.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else on your turn? A bonus
Arthur's-
action.
Arthur's looking at his. He arranges a hail of thorns.
Oh no!
Yes.
Okay.
Never change.
So you see the tip of the arrow sprouts these little thorny.
I know what you're
protrusions.
doing. I see those spikes, Arthur.
And
Keep
your
that away.
problem is.
You see the portal again.
It's gonna hurt George.
These undulations across the portal, these ripples are growing more. The interval is shorter and they are harder. Like it's just rippling with energy.
Gerald, can we get that taken care of, please? Dispel it or something? You're good at that.
You're good at that. Just do whatever you do.
As you say that, both of these shadow creatures in unison say, "You cannot stop this. We will have the spark." And they are both going to use their bonus actions to shadow stride and teleport next to you.
No way they can get there though, because guess who has fire? No, get away. You get
As they
away
get
now.
close, you see your fire. The light seems to cower. Like the light in your hand is afraid of these shadows.
Now is not the time.
And I will say you realize that it is sunlight that affects them, not
have any
light
more
in
sunlight.
general.
Isn't the sunburst still there? Didn't we say it stays up for like a
No,
minute?
it's a
No, that's
difference
the
between
other
sunburst
one.
and sunbeam.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And I didn't have
Sunburst
unfortunately the other
is a
one.
nuke, sunbeam is a kamehameha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they are both. No, I'm gonna re-roll something real quick. Oh, okay. So there's going to be an explosion of shadows yet again, and this time
Okay.
everyone is within range. So I need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Everybody,
Right.
okay.
Okay, I'll give it a go, but I don't know if 20 is gonna make it.
Oh my god.
I
17 for Gerald.
13.
So what? So do I just get advantage? Is that correct?
I think you get
Yes,
advantage
because of
for
the haste
damage, yeah.
spell.
Sweet. Okay, we will roll it.
And I also get, if I need it, a plus.
Oh.
A D10.
Yeah, let's see.
18.
Oh, never mind.
I
I
needed
got
it.
a 20, so we're okay. We're okay this time.
Nice.
I won't use it yet.
That
Okay,
haste
did-
actually worked. Thank you.
Was George the only one who got under 20?
I think so.
I am
Uh,
going.
Oh wait, no,
to
I got
check.
18. I got
Oh, a
18.
lot of us got under
Oh,
20.
Yeah, under 20.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me check. 18, 17. It looks like George though is the only one who failed. I'm gonna check for Wise.
My George.
Wise. Nana, you lose the resistance to necrotic damage as Wise takes the full brunt of this hit.
Oof. Okay.
And
He
let's
tried though.
check.
He tried. Bless his heart.
Yes. Ungar manages to jump to the ground, like he throws himself down into the dirt. Manages to avoid these shadows for the most part.
Ungar and I are going to be having words.
Yeah.
Words.
But everyone takes 13 points of damage,
Mhm.
except for Rudy, who would take half of that yet again. So technically, George and Rudy would take 10 damage each.
Excellent.
And no, because George failed. George would have
Yeah.
taken the full.
George did fail.
What is math?
Yeah,
he's
I
also
was thinking about this
tethered,
myself.
so he's
So
like,
yeah, so basically George is going to take half of the full damage and what, a quarter of
Yeah, hold on. Yes. So
The-
George would take 17 points of damage
Total or in addition to the 10?
total.
okay.
There we go. I'm glad the tether was useful then.
Okay, thank you.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Does the resistance fade before she gets hit?
It would be after, technically. So you would
Okay,
take
so
13 points.
I could take the 13. Okay, cool.
You take 13
Oh,
points.
but doesn't that mean I take 7
yeah, you take
instead?
half.
Yeah.
'Cause if it-
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. You still need to make anyone who's concentrating on anything needs to make a concentration check regardless. I believe that is Arthur, Nana, and George all concentrating on stuff.
True. I
Oh,
am.
I
And
am
you need to
concent-
make some con
Constitution
saves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
And I believe the DC is 10 for all of you.
Ah. Arthur's okay.
I have advantage on this though.
Ayo.
Nice. Let's go.
Oh yeah, George is fine, so haste is still on Rudy.
That's
I don't
good.
miss a turn.
Look, she got a 3, but do I really care about the cold?
She can have
Yeah,
my
you
18.
will lose your cold resistance.
Yeah. But I was gonna have to drop it anyway for the next spell, so
Let it
Yeah,
drop.
it all works out in the end.
how cold are we talking?
It's just a little brisk.
It is.
right?
It is
Risk-
negative. It is in the negative.
But we're also very physically active right now, so it's fine.
That is not necessarily a good thing.
It's gonna, you know
I'm
what?
just saying,
It's gonna be
that
fine.
means because that means you're expending heat. You're
It's gonna be
expending
great.
heat that you
I-
need.
Probably
That-
taking some cold damage, but you know what?
That's a problem for
gonna let it
after the
go.
deadly battle.
But yes,
Yeah.
Nana,
For right
you
now.
lose your concentration. You no longer
Yes.
have cold resistance.
And I
We
do
will
feel
see what
frisked.
happens when we get to it. But it is still the other Shadow Horror's turn, who is going to go into a full barrage against George, and they are once again flanking.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
So here comes attacks.
Hello,
TM.
my old friend.
No.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You,
Oh no.
you take 17 points of piercing damage as these shadow jaws shoot out and bite you once again.
Is that already halved?
Ow.
Because of the shackles?
That would be not halved. So you two should both take 8 damage each.
Oh, those are
damage at all?
sharp, George. Why do you keep getting hit by them?
Why indeed?
Next is a 21 to hit.
But yeah.
Okay, so you take 6 points each,
Oh, it's still sharp. Cut it out.
and then a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
He's
You
Um,
only
take
little.
8 points You take 8 points each, and I need 2 wisdom saving throws from George.
12 and 17.
You are terrified of what these things. Every time they hit you, even though you can feel the damage being mitigated, there's something within you. Every time these shadows strike into you, they are not going for your physical body. They're going for something within you. And they are, with every attack, it gets tugged closer and closer to the surface. And you can feel this internal vulnerability being pulled further and further up. There's something within you that they want, and they are very close to having it.
If you need
Okay.
to learn how to do ER, he's the one. This is not how you do it. Please stop. Points to Rudy, like.
Harold,
my
it is your
Nani.
turn. Nana, you're next.
So these the couple of folk that came through the portal initially, whose names both myself
Wait,
and
they're-
Gerald probably.
Hold on, they should have gone before you. For some reason, every time we come to a new round in initiative, their entries in the combat tracker disappear.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
love
yeah.
that.
Hold on.
Good, great. So they're just going to
Um,
fix it all for us right now. Great.
You know,
Nice.
Ungar. Ungar is going to run up to all of you. He gets a bit closer and he says, "Are we really sure about this?" And he is going to. He is going to. Yeah. He's just going to do a quick healing word on his friend.
Oh, his friend. Oh, okay, that's fine. That
Mm.
seems fine.
And then he does step up to the lot of you, and you see there's like just this pile of cloth, like someone has just wrapped bundles and bundles of fabric around someone. Who walks up to all of you and says, "You really should all be running. You know, this is a really bad idea." And Vise then turns around and says, "Ugar, she has to be here somewhere. We cannot leave without S." And is going to say, "Lost it," and hold out his hand like he did previously, and it's going to cast Shatter, only being able to hit one of these creatures. So it's going to roll a con save. It succeeds for half damage, and it takes 3 points of damage. I rolled absolute shite. So there's like, you see again, this little globule of red appears in this wizard's hand, and he prompts his hand down, and in the air, behind where one of these creatures are, over here, there's just a little localized detonation, and you see like the snow jumps up from the moss. There's like a quick impact to the trees nearby, and a few of the shadows lingering along its body are blown away. It says, "I will stand with you. We are waiting for our friend who must come through the portal." Gerald, it is now your
Oh.
turn.
What do you mean come through the portal? How do we know it's not another shadow beast?
The portal will close if she is dead. The fact that it stands means that she's resisting.
Well, can you tell her to hurry it along?
I cannot.
How long is it going to take?
She was right behind us.
Probably not.
Keep in mind that this has happened very
Yeah.
quickly.
But
True, true,
there's
true.
like, Give me one reason I shouldn't try and close this portal right now.
Feel free to try. I'm not saying do not try. I'm just saying while it stands, our friend is alive, but she can make more.
Please do.
If you wish to close it, if you must, then do so.
Well, I cast Dispel Magic on the portal.
Okay, what level?
I mean, always 5th.
Okay, make a
Whoa,
charisma
No.
check.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. And Dispel Magic. So I need a charisma check.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna juice that with the Dark One's Own Luck if I have it available.
Okay. I will also ask you to roll a d100.
Oh shit.
Oh. Let me just see whether I got this available first. It's all the way down the bottom of it. Yes, I do have it available. Excellent. There it is. Oh, and that's a 9 onto that. So it's a 24? Because I think.
Okay.
And D100,
D100.
which I'm sure will be fine.
It'll be
78.
fine. 78.
78. 78. Yes.
No,
Oh,
70. Roll them.
78.
Of damage for the shadow people, that is.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
What if Gerald just gets turned into a chicken?
Is this versus magic? I mean, I got
It
a
is.
27. I'm pretty confident with that, but I'll roll again for the advantage. That was worse, so we'll go with the first one.
Yeah, it's fine. As Nana said, what if Gerald would turn into a chicken? You see for a moment Gerald almost turn into a sheep.
Well, we do love farmyard animals here.
But-
Yes, you do see the portal crumps down like a fair amount, like ka-chunk. But it's still there,
It's just
and
like,
it's still vibrating. Yes,
Damn it!
it is not closed, but it is definitely smaller.
Maybe the big ones can't get through now, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Well, knowing that that it did also shrink when Arthur hit it,
Mhm.
I'm going to use Quicken Spell to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
So
You fire off your Eldritch Blasts into the portal.
pew pew pew.
I'm gonna need you to
31.
make another charisma check.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hold it together,
I'll do the
Gerald.
rolls real quick first, and then I'll roll the check. Yeah.
The damage in this case doesn't. It is the spell level against a DC. Like you're trying to like. The way that I'm counting this is that you, whenever you cast a spell,
Mhm.
you expend the spell slot. Depending on the level of the spell slot, the DC is adjusted, and then the spell slot level is dealt as damage.
Right. Oh, there's a natural 20 on the last one as well. That's so sad.
But just give me a
I'm-
charisma check
I'm rolling them all anyway, just for me.
because you want to.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This one's a save, not a check. So ignore that.
Plus 12. Oh my god.
Oh, natural 20, 25.
Natural 20. Okay, wonderful. So yeah, you fire and you can see the Eldritch Blast, rather than just going through the portal, they seem to almost create anchor points in the portal and then tether to each other and pull it closer, just ever so slightly. And you can see the lightning still crackling, like the spell that you've all cast to the portal is being gathered at the edges, and it seems to be forcing it just ever so together.
Mm,
It's you've reduced its size by more than half.
Excellent. Am I in melee with
Yes,
these
you are.
buckos? Both of them or just one?
Just one.
Just one. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to.
No, actually both. I'm sorry.
Less fine, but still. Still, I'm gonna get out of this AOE range.
Mhm.
So diagonally up and away.
They are both going to attack you.
That is okay. I have shield ready.
Shield ready. Okay. 22.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely casting shield. So as a reaction, I throw up a shield.
And an
So
18.
that won't hit. Neither hit.
So not really from their main bodies, but parts of these shadows lash out towards you as you start flying away. And your flying speed is 50. So where is it that you're
Yes.
going?
Up and away. I just don't want to get hit by these spikes anymore.
You have
'Cause-
gone up, and away.
Because the range doesn't really affect me, but hopefully it'll affect them.
You would have been able to spot that you are still technically within range of their shadowy eruptions.
Question: Could I
Yes.
conceivably hoist George along with me?
Then the attacks of opportunity would have been towards George, because
Right.
he is the main target.
Yeah. Okay. But because it's forced action though, do they?
It is not forced action. George would
Oh,
have to
okay.
still consent.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. No, I won't risk that.
Okay. Nana, it is your go. George, you're up next.
Okay. Well, looking at the fire that's like, no, and looking at the creatures and going, fine. And how cold does she feel, just as an aside? Not that cold right now?
It's not yet. The
Not yet.
wind is definitely being broken up by all of the trees. You're still within a
Okay.
forest, but
That's
it
okay.
is cold.
Yeah, okay. As long as I'm not taking damage yet. And she'll look, let's see. Yeah, good enough. I can only hit one. Which one looks a little more hurt?
The one that is closer to you.
Okay, let's go for that one. Making sure not to center it on anyone else, she'll just go, fine, I don't have any more sunlight, so let's go indirect. And I will cast a level 4 Moonbeam.
Oh.
Moonbeam.
And if this one doesn't hit, oh wait, it's a con
saving
save.
throw.
It's
Is
a
a
con save. It's
moonbeam
you. I
not
accidentally
just a
rolled for
bouncy
damage.
sunbeam?
Constitution
I
save
got
is-
an 11.
All right. In that
Yeah.
case,
Good, no.
I have just rolled. I've just rolled for it. So radiant damage of 18
Hell yeah.
18.
is what we want to give that. And I don't know for sure, but it says a shape changer will have disadvantage, and it also can't assume a different form unless it leaves the spell's light. Because the light will stay for up to a minute. It's
Nice.
concentration. So
nice.
I don't know if they're shape changers or anything, but they have slightly different.
Just FYI.
Just FYI. Yeah.
You do see it looks like this creature gets weighted down by the light itself. And it is this pale, very beautiful moonlight that comes down. It doesn't seem to affect the creature the same way that your initial explosion of light did. But it definitely took a big hit as you see some of these shadows, almost like gravity affected their incorporealness. The shadows are like tugged down towards the ground. They're still attached to whatever its original form is, but they are weighted down and heavy.
Okay.
Definitely took a huge chunk of damage from that. So I will reiterate and confirm what you learned last time. Radiant damage
Is
seems
the way to
be
go. Okay.
the thing.
Cool. that's fantastic. And also, as my bonus action, I will do my Fey energy pool again, and I will use 5 this time.
Okay.
Um,
To George again.
5d6. You know what? Nah, fuck it. 6d6 to George.
And George also gets 6 temporary.
And 6 more temp hit
The healing
points.
is half to Rudy, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just tell you how much, and
The
then.
temp hit points are not
No,
divided up.
Temp
though.
hit points stay with.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, George. It works both ways, you see.
We'll just juice him up. It'll be fine.
You're immortal.
Oh, thank you for acknowledging it.
Oh my god. Oh, that was not as good
If
of a
you're
roll.
not, I'm
Oh,
suing.
stop the time.
21.
Yeah.
21. So you at least get like 10 each, I think.
Yes, you get 10 each.
10 each, and then 6 temp hit points to George.
Nice.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Thanks.
Nana, do you want to move anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Okay, George, it is your
No.
turn. Rudy, you're next.
They're within touch distance, right?
Yes, both of them are. And you remember, you are frightened. You have disadvantage to pretty much everything.
Yep, that's fine. Insert
confidence.
everyone's fine emotes in everyone's chats right now.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. What do you mean?
Maybe I won't do what I was gonna do because that's an actual to hit. No, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and do shocking grasp, which I've yet to do because George doesn't like melee
Okay,
for reasons.
roll shocking grasp with disadvantage. 15. 15 does still hit.
Yeah.
That was
Woohoo.
18 lightning damage then.
How many?
That was 18
18?
lightning damage.
18 is pretty good. You reach your hand up towards one of them, and this crackling energy unleashes into it, and you can see as light travels within its shape, you see this charred skeleton gets highlighted for a moment, and there's just this moment of just immovability, like its joints has locked up.
You want a spark? I'll show you a spark.
Anything else?
I'll show you a spark. What a legend. What a legend.
I don't know if I can do anything.
George?
Oh, could you not hear any of that?
No.
Nope.
No,
I did
no.
a full thing. So many things.
Well, you get to say them again.
I'm gonna do the TLDR. Who wants to be inspired?
I've already got my inspiration. I'm
Ooh,
set.
pick me!
I still
Pick
got
me!
it.
Pick me! I want to hit something!
I want to hit something.
Oh, I want to hit something.
Actually,
too.
no. Give it to Arthur. He hits things harder.
All right, and I'll give the inspiration to Arthur. You hit things well. Hit them better, please. I'm hurt. Ow. Oh.
Hit them better.
I feel like that's super
Yeah. Oh,
inspiring.
yeah,
for
absolutely.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur's on board.
George, are you going to move anywhere?
I feel like if I move, they get an attack of opportunity, right?
They
But they
have
used it on me.
You did grasping
Oh,
shock
no.
one, and they have both already used their reaction.
Get out of there, George.
Ooh.
They're
No,
just
I'm
following
gonna
him,
run
though.
to good old Papa Arthur.
You're gonna run over to Arthur.
Come to me,
Yeah.
my son.
Nice.
Papa, it hurts.
You're actually between your mother and father. To
Oh my
be
God,
honest.
Oh,
with you.
God.
Random between Rudy and Arthur. Perfect.
Now you know which one he chooses.
Wow.
Rudy, it is your turn.
Rudy sort of considers for a second to maybe possibly attempt a divine intervention, but then thinks better of it, considering all the leeway he's been given over the last couple of days. So
I mean, you can always try.
He asked a lot this morning. I feel like oh, what the hell? Why not? I mean, if the roll succeeds, it has to work. So, I mean, let's
yeah,
use
but
these
you
rules.
called her princess. Let's not forget that. So she kind of owes you one.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't tier 3 sub for
Princess,
nothing, right?
please.
I mean, I'll call her queen if that helps.
I will. Before you roll, I
Yeah.
want you to say what you're asking for.
I know I've asked a lot from you today. However, these creatures, they need to be ground into nothingness. They need to be destroyed. They are harming not only myself, but those around me. And I work too damn hard to keep them unharmed. So a little bit of assistance would be greatly appreciated, please.
Don't forget
Roll
to shy at the end.
Your D100.
Peepo shy.
Come on. Let's see
Alright.
that roll.
All right, let's go.
Need a 15 or lower.
It's happened for
I
everyone
believe-
else except Rudy the other night, so let's give it a go.
I believe.
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope. Oh, it's close though.
It's close.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's in the right ballpark.
It
but-
is, yeah.
wrong stadium,
Yeah.
huh? Hmm.
Someone
Alright.
gave him the wrong time for the game.
Oh shit! I hate when
Yeah.
that happens.
Nah,
Hate it.
it's fine. It's fine. He's
Like next week, cause like
Yeah. It wasn't me. It was them.
Right.
anything for your bonus action?
No, but he's still hasted, yeah.
He does. He is.
So-
Yeah.
You can do a bop.
Right.
You can do a bop.
And he's like, they're just going to teleport back here. Huh? Can Rudy hold the action?
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Rudy, sensing a bit of a pattern here, raises his staff up as like a baseball swing, and sort of looks towards the empty
Hey,
space
brother,
next to
brother,
George.
brother.
George, stay still. I've got an idea.
Are you gonna hit me?
Feels like you're about to tell George he's got like a mosquito on him.
Imagine Rudy misses and hits.
Oh my
and then
god!
takes out the last. of
So-
his wood.
If a enemy creature gets within melee range of Rudy, he is readying an attack with his staff.
Perfect.
Staff-based
Perfect.
slapping.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur, it is your turn.
So Arthur's going to use his thorny arrow.
Yeah.
And attack the portal again.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
18.
Yes. What level spell is your Hail of Thorns?
That would be my very last level 3rd spell slot.
Okay,
so-
make a wisdom check for me.
So wise, Arthur. So wise.
12.
12. You shoot, and the arrow erupts with these thorns. You don't know if it's because of the difference in how the spell works, or if it's something else, but the thorns shoot through the portal as if it was not even there, and the portal is unaffected.
Bang.
In saying that, then,
I will say you do have, if you wanted to add the inspiration die.
You got it. You might as well use it, right?
yeah, all right. What do I have to roll for that?
It's a D10 that you get to add on top of the 12.
Okay,
Come on. Big money.
5.
5 is exactly what you needed.
Oh. Yes.
Let's go.
So the portal is still not gone, but it grows even smaller for a moment. It pushes down. As at first it looks like these thorns don't hit anything, and as they retract back into the arrow, like fishing hooks, they grab onto the edges of the portal and pull it together.
I love that.
There's still a piece of it open. It's
So-
ever so close to closing.
How big would it be now? Like Nana's height or Cuddly's height?
The thing is, it has the same width, like the same height. It's just like you're pulling a curtain close.
Right, I see.
get
So
you.
a humanoid could still step through, but is it too small for these gigantic shadows, or?
You don't know. Their bodies are like semi-corporeal.
Mm.
It is really hard to tell. At times, they seem to go two-dimensional. You don't know
Yeah.
enough about creatures from wherever this is.
Yeah, probably just safer to think of them as liquid.
Mm.
Kind of like cats.
Yeah,
they're just
exactly like
cats.
cats.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
now-
my brain, I was
Dimension.
thinking that
Oh.
too.
Now they're not threatening at all. Josie, make them worse. I'm thinking that they're cats now.
Big black cat.
We can't attack
Oh, you'll see worse.
that.
We're just gonna die now.
My
'cause
bad,
the party
guys.
thinks they're cats.
You do still have a bonus action and one attack left. I will say that you could still potentially charge another spell into an arrow and shoot the portal if you really, really wanted to.
Well, Arthur was sort of thinking he put away the bow
Okay.
and pull out the sunblade,
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
and he sort of lights it and and he's gonna hold.
You can do the same thing.
I will
No!
say, unfortunately, if you want to safely put the bow away, you will not have enough action economy left to hold an attack. Because
Arthur-
you've already used most of you've already used one attack. You've already initiated your attack action.
Oh, the light is sunlight.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've been waiting
that's
for him
why I
to
got
get
the
that sword out.
sunblade.
I think it's very important to get that blade out, Arthur.
Yeah,
I
the
think-
difference.
yeah.
I'm saying you can definitely get the blade out, but you do not have the economy to hold an attack. Is what I'm
Right.
saying.
So
Unless he drops the bow.
sunblade is out.
No, the reason Rudy could do it is
Hmm.
because he had an extra action,
Hmm.
but Arthur doesn't
Because
have
he's,
an
'cause
extra
he's on
action.
uppers at the moment.
Right.
All right. So the
Yeah,
blade
Rudy
is
was
showing.
sounding like a xylophone. He's vibrating, and his ribs are just playing themselves.
Diddle-a-ding, 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 diddle-a-ding.
So you'd say the
Just-
blade is
just-
showing.
Yeah, you can definitely like bite your sword.
And Arthur sort of will hold the sword like on one side of George to like I don't know.
Okay.
He's not
Yeah.
holding it, but he's sort of like holding it near.
And it's bright
You're taking
light
a
in
defensive
15
stance.
foot radius.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
dim light for an additional 15 foot. That's so good, actually. Oh,
Yup.
you can use an
Nice.
action to expand or reduce its radius as well.
Yeah.
Don't ever get rid of that sword, okay? I know we all say that the bow is your best, but don't ever get rid of that sword. Don't ever.
Is that the end of your turn then, Orb?
Yeah, Arthur's they're chuffed that he made the zing sound. So
Nice.
The sword doesn't actually make the sound.
Arthur.
It's just Arthur going zing.
Yeah, Arthur does it. Arthur makes a sound effect. The sword is inaudible. It maybe thrums quietly. But the attention is quickly drawn back to the portal. As you all see. Shaking stop. You saw before these claws that dug out of the portal as these creatures came upon you. But what you see now
Oh no.
is bigger. Much bigger.
I should have tried to close the portal.
As you see, coming through,
No. A big friendly
just
cat.
like
Just a big friendly cat.
big as swords, as lances, these claws grab the edge of the portal and tears it open, and then another, and you see this long face comes out, these peering yellow eyes, opens its mouth. You see these black flames drop down to the ground. Snow hisses. As a dragon made out of darkness and shadow
Ah, shit. Shit.
pulls itself out of the portal.
Oh,
I
But we're
picked
not
It's
even in a
close.
dungeon.
The-
There can't be dragons.
there
Oh,
can't be dragons. No dragons here.
all the days to not be able to cast spells that do radiant damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is not a good. This is not a good spot. This is not a good spot to be in.
And the dragon steps through, and its eyes glare around, and you can see those of you who are standing close enough. Nana, you being the one that's currently the closest, you see these two shadow demons, these horrors, these creatures that you don't know what they're actually truly are. They look at it and they cower.
Oh shit.
No.
And its eyes then turns to George. Interesting.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, Anna. Thank you. Whispers hello, rushes off to get food. All good, Anna. All good. I'll take care of your community. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. We're playing D&D. We're deep in combat. It's very tense. Half of us can't cast spells. It's crazy. I hope you enjoy.
I wasn't suffering until y'all showed up, so like.
And it steps up. And Rudy, you do get your attack of opportunity.
Please hit it.
Hey.
Smack it.
Rudy
Gotta slap
swings
dragon.
that stuff. He goes, no, back.
Yeah, remember that you do have disadvantage.
Which is why he's swinging it kind of haphazardly. Let's see if I can do it like this. No, I can't do it. Freaking whatever. I'll just roll them separately like this. Sorry. All right. First one going. Okay, that is a 27, and the second one is a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Holy moly.
And you see, as it steps this close to Arthur, the light from the sword chases away the shadows that were covering parts of his body. Its horns seemed to be coming off with this smoke and this black fire. Its wings, the membranes seem to be made out of just smoke and smog. But it turns into this lithe draconic form, these dark gray scales, and its eyes glower away from the light, but it still moves closer, dead set on George.
Right.
Roll some damage.
I absolutely will. And I know it's probably going to be resistant to necrotic, but I'm going to add the necrotic damage as well, just to get a little bit
Might
more
as
in
well,
there.
Right?
Might as well,
So, why do I have a 1d6 plus 5 and then 1?
Because it's one hand or two hand.
Oh yeah, this is two-handed, so it's the 1d8, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
Nice.
We're gonna roll that. So that is 10 damage plus plus 9 necrotic damage.
It does seem to take half
Mm.
of the necrotic bit. But you smack it with your staff, and you do, like, crack into it, the shadows chased away by the light, leaving it just slightly more vulnerable. But it seems nearly unaffected by the draining aspect of the staff.
Well, I thought that would happen, but you know, can't always win.
You will be next.
Excuse you.
More.
Oh, in addition, the target must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or have disadvantage for an hour on any ability check or saving
let's
throw
go,
that uses Strength or
please.
Constitution.
Okay,
don't
what
get that.
what
Don't
is the
get that.
DC again?
15.
Don't get that. Don't get it. I curse your dice. I curse your dice. Don't even
Hold
say
on.
it.
Hold on. Just double checking some stuff.
Oh, I just want to use a legendary resistance.
No, I got a 14. Oh, it's a saving throw. Never mind, it's a 19. It was proficient.
Fuck. That's fine.
Okay,
Ah.
that changed what I was gonna do on my turn. Thank you for
I'm
testing it
not
out.
Mad, I'm
Okay.
just disappointed.
But-
It's fine.
I'm going to hit
It's
you again.
still
Mm.
the Shadow Dragon's turn.
Oh no.
The Shadow Dragon is going to inhale
No, no.
between its teeth, and you see these shadow horror beings. They start clawing at the ground as the shadows are torn from their bodies, inhaled into the dragon, and its gullet swells.
Oh,
Arthur, hold that sword up high.
We clumped up again.
Arthur's just like,
nobody
this
was
guy.
expecting a dragon.
It opens its mouth, and at first, no sound happens, and then a blinding darkness. George, Rudy, and Arthur, I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws as these black flames shoot out towards all of you.
Whoa.
No sound, but all the snow and the trees are charred like they just disintegrate as this blast shoots outward.
I would like to note that both Arthur and Rudy have advantage against the breath weapons of dragons because we are
That's true.
wearing dragon scale
Yeah,
mail.
you
So
do.
roll again,
Let's
Arthur. I
go,
saw that
baby.
6 and I'm like, you better roll again, buddy.
I got a nat 20 with a total of 21.
I'm gonna roll my
Arthur,
first.
a 17 is not enough.
No. All right, well, my first one was a 7.
You got a 7.
Oh, I rolled a 17 as well.
Oh my god.
Why you
Uh,
should have laughed.
Hang on, hang on.
Jinx yourself.
Hang on. I'm looking. Why did I pump everything into wisdom? I'm looking for things. Give me a second.
Okay.
No. Let it happen.
Let it happen.
Let it
You're letting it
happen.
happen.
I mean, I have to. I got nothing I can do for it.
We're starting with Arthur because Arthur is the easiest one because
Oh, okay.
The halving and whatnot.
he's just like full up taking all
yeah.
of this.
Sorry,
I
George.
believe you have no. You take 56 points of necrotic damage, just straight up.
Good thing.
Yeah,
we
and
are-
every one of you watch. There's just this like Vanto black effect that happens. It's completely inaudible. Just blackness shoots out from the mouth of this dragon. Both of these shadow horrors, by the way, they are gone.
Oh, your mic.
Muted.
Oh, it just the mic just. It's okay.
Did-
We know how to fix it. Kinda.
The good news is, though, that we can't hear how much damage you'll just take. So you're all fine.
Well, you know what
essentially.
the funny thing
Well-
is, because George is going to take half damage because I'm assuming it's going to be half because you succeeded. Rudy's only going to take half because he's resistant to necrotic.
And then
So
we both take half because. you get
yeah,
40,
so
maybe?
Rudy
Maybe?
didn't actually make it worse for George,
I don't know.
thankfully.
Do
That's all I
we
was
take
saying.
it if we're both taking the same amount of damage? Wouldn't we just get
Rudy
the same
still
amount of
has
damage?
Necrotic resistance.
though.
Which
So-
hits
Yeah,
for
so he gets half for the necrotic.
Mm.
I get half if I make it.
Mm.
But we're tethered. That tether doesn't do anything anymore because we still are going to take the same amount
yes,
of damage.
but Rudy
Yeah,
failed, which means if he didn't have the necrotic resistance, I made your damage worse. But because I have the necrotic
yes.
resistance, I made it's neutral.
Yeah.
You have the mute button on me. If that changes anything, Josie.
It does say mute on Josie. That's right. Yeah.
But
Oh, there you are.
automatically on.
Oh.
No, mute button automatically pops on when the mic disconnects.
Ah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
kind of smart.
I didn't.
But we can hear you
know
now, so it's
that.
all good.
That's good. Okay,
Yes.
Arthur, you do 56 points of necrotic damage.
Arthur just tanks that.
Okay.
Just tanks it.
Does he
That's
tank it?
Nice.
George and Rudy both take 28 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, George is under.
Oh.
As the blackness disappears, you all see Arthur heavily injured. No visible injuries, but his skin has gone gray. Slightly monochrome, like the color has been drained from him. You can see the trees the snow, the ground, everything that got hit, it's like it's been deteriorated. Like life was just sucked out of it. Rudy looks much like himself, maybe a bit tired.
Okay.
And you see part of his clothing are starting to like stitch itself together. But he's fallen down to one knee. You see George. His blue skin has gone a pale gray.
Oh.
And there's a faint light in his chest. The dragon reaches out with its claws, grabs it daintily, and plucks it. And George's body falls to the ground. Unconscious.
Heck.
And the dragon just looks down at its hand, and you see light. There's just Rudy and Arthur, you just see this mote of light in the dragon's palm. As George lies on the ground, breathing raggedly, quick successions of breath, as you just see color draining away. There's no injury where this light was plucked, but you could just see the stars in his eyes are starting to blink out of existence. He's turning pale. His hair is losing color.
Arthur, I don't know what this is, but we've got to get up. We've got to help George.
Arthur says Samantha to his ring.
It is not your turn. Ungar and Vice both look at each other and then look at you, Nana, as Ungar has caught up. And they say, there's nothing we can do against that thing. If that thing made it through, then that must mean that F went to hide somewhere. I'm sorry, we cannot help. And they start like slowly, very apologetically looking, start backing away from this. Just sorry. And you see the...
Wow.
Nana, you're the only one close enough to see that from this mass of rags, a hand comes out. Completely boned. And grabs the shoulder of the wizard and says, "We should really go." As they turn and start backing away. And Vice, the wizard, just mouths, "I'm sorry." Gerald, it is your turn.
Rudy, do you still have that exit strategy? He yells down.
I don't. I can't commune with Urgathor at the moment. I think I drained myself somehow with the resurrection this morning. I've got nothing.
Oh, that would have been great to have known before this.
I will say, at the mention of resurrection, Nana, you do see that Vice hesitates in backing off. So, Gerald, anything else on your turn? Nana, you're up next.
How do we... Gerald's just like, how do we get out of this? Think, Gerald, think. Hold monster.
Okay.
Handy old hold monster. We love
We
it here.
love hold.
Tosses a hold monster out of the staff, and
What saving throw is that again?
it is wisdom.
What is the DC?
It is 19.
Come on.
You cast your spell. You feel this magic start forming a cage, a shackling this dragon's form. For a moment, it looks like it's gonna hold. You can feel the magic being unstable for some reason, something interfering. But for the moment, for the time being, the dragon is immobilized.
Yes. I've got it held for a moment. We need an out. Anyone?
Anything else on your turn?
I mean, I don't think there's. I'm just checking my bonuses. I think I'm going to. I think I'll just sack another first level slot to get the sorcery points back. So I'll mark off another sorcerer slot.
What is the range on Hold Monster, by the way?
Oh, good question. I didn't even think about that. It is
90
if
feet.
I'm too
You're good.
okay. I was going to say if I'm too far away, I can just fly towards.
No,
them
you're
anyway, but-
good. Nana,
Sweet.
it is your go.
So Nana, sees that they've started backing away, and then that he hesitates.
Yeah, and he
she-
looks towards Rudy and you can tell that he's listening to the conversation.
Yeah. So she notices this, picks up on it, and goes, "That's right. If you can help us get out of here with George safely, we'll see what we can do."
You owe us for getting us in this mess in the first place. You can't just get out of here.
We were trying to run.
And now we're all trying to run.
Okay.
Um,
You do still have Moonbeam up. Remember, you
I
can
do,
use your action
yeah.
to shift it over.
I am going to
Yeah,
do
do it.
that. Yeah. So it is still up. I will move it onto the dragon with my
Okay.
action.
Yeah. And
I
the dragon
will-
cannot move away. I do get.
Oh, we lost you, Josie.
Oh no.
I don't have the spoons. I'm gonna use the shit
Hey.
mic.
Oh,
That's all right.
Awesome.
We can hear you.
we can hear you. That's
we
the
can
main
hear
thing.
you. It works.
It's fine. It cannot move. It lost the saving. No, it succeeded the saving throw, but it is vulnerable. So
It still gets
no,
a
it is
little
not
bit.
vulnerable. It's half damage. The dragon has more physicality to it than the other creatures.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. So it still takes half damage on a successful one, but it's also half damage of that because it's like it doesn't
It's not resistant though.
yeah.
No, so it's
So
just
it's
roll
just-
the damage, and I just take
Okay.
half of what you roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it possible to use my my inspiration to up the damage at all?
No. That
Okay.
is a special type of bard that George is not.
That's a war bard, huh?
It's yeah, that's a different kind of bard
Oh,
altogether.
it's a different kind of bard. It's 35.
35 is
So-
still a pretty good
It's
roll.
pretty good. Hopefully. I mean, this is a
Solid.
dragon though, so like I'm well
Yes.
aware it's not that good. So I think what 17 sounds like.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can definitely see that you've done some wear to this dragon, but it seems, even though it's stuck, being held by Gerald's magic, even though the light is pouring down from above this pillar of beautiful, pristine moonlight, it's just looking at this little mote in its hand.
Okay. I see our distance as well. Would you say this little mote of light is something that you can pick up because the dragon has picked it up?
Maybe.
Okay.
It is
Cool.
paralyzed.
I mean,
so-
it is paralyzed as well. So what I'm gonna do
Oh, hold on. Can I just ask what kind of saving throw was the?
is Constitution.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Not
auto
anything like
fail.
wisdom.
It'll auto fail any strength or dex saves at the moment.
I don't
Just
have
FYI.
any strength or dex. All mine are like wisdom or constitution based.
Hmm.
Freaking druid. Just kidding, it's the best class. This stream is brought to you by druids. So I'm going to, and I've seen that he's got his little pluck of light.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very like visibly took it from George.
Okay, amazing. I will be doing my very favorite thing, which is called, I'm going to Misty Step in with one bonus action, pluck the light, and hidden path away.
Nice.
Unfortunately, moving the moonbeam is, I believe, an action.
Yes. Wait.
So
Is
you
it a-
only have a bonus action available.
Oh,
Is
but it
moving it a
says
full action?
hidden path. Hidden path isn't an action at all.
Yeah, we had this talk. It's a full action to do it someone else, bonus action to hidden path yourself.
Oh, well, okay. In that case,
But what is actually needed to move the moonbeam? Is it a full action?
I'm
it is a full action.
quite-
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Heck.
know what?
Moonbeam has a more action economy because it has the added ability of negating shapeshifters.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh.
So
Hmm.
you only have a bonus action available. But you could definitely get to the dragon. And I will say you're within range. You could run up, grab the thing, and then bonus action
I was
out.
wondering if I could run up since it is. Yeah. I'll do that instead. I'm gonna run up and try and get that fucking thing out of its hand, and
Yes.
I will hit
Yeah,
it.
it's not grasping it. It's just laying in its
It's
palm.
like it's just holding it. All right, I want that. I want that mote of light. I want it, Josie.
As soon as Nana starts heading for the dragon, Gerald, you can feel tension in the magic.
Mm.
And you all see the dragon is starting to strain, and its eyes are following Nana as you're running towards it. You jump up and you manage to pluck whatever it is. You're holding it in your hand. You can't see any form to it, but you can feel something there. This warm light that you're holding on to seems to chase away the cold, and you can just feel the beautiful magic contained within whatever this is. But also, as you run up, you can see George on the ground. His eyes are starting to slacken. You can see all the color has drained from him, like someone has just turned him monochromatic. There's even, it looks like even his ribbon is starting to go a pale gray. There's just nothing. He's just laying there trying to breathe on the ground, his eyes moving erratically around.
Okay.
You have it in your hand. What do you do?
I will. Oh, what gets me further? Fuck. I'll hidden path away. I'll hidden path away because it can get up to 60 feet.
Where do you want to go?
I would like to go.
Nana, don't. Oh, I suppose it's happening too fast. So.
Like I kind of want to go away, even though it needs to go back to George. I feel because I don't want him to. Yeah, I want to go like there, as far as I can get, and hopefully, like keep
You
away.
can go like pretty much over here, like way away. Way
yeah,
away.
that works. We love that. We love that.
Yeah. So you grab it, and you just step around. You turn heel, and you appear further away into the forest. And all view close can just hear, no. still straining against the magic. But then something happens. The portal. The portal opens once again, but this time it's not something trying to pull through. Instead, you see this black Icarus wall open like a curtain. And stepping through, you see shape of a humanoid figure. Long black hair and a long, wide-brimmed hat. You see a long coat that hangs slightly off the shoulders. She steps through and the portal just disappears. She looks around. Oh, I'm much too late, aren't I? And as she steps out, you can see she's got so many pockets in this coat. Like she's just stitched pockets to the coat. And there these rolls of paper are sticking out like she's just stuffed them down all of her pockets. On her back, you see several rolls of massive parchment. And inside, as she walks, the coat sways and you can see books are just lining the inside of this coat. The dragon's eyes turns towards this woman. And she says, "Oh, looks like someone's put a leash on you. Whoever did this, much obliged." And she grabs,
no problem.
she opens her coat and she starts like flickering through pages of something. She grabs out a piece of paper. She says a couple of words. And the dragon vanishes.
Oof, we love seeing it.
I'm not sure I could have done that without you putting it to stop first. And then she looks down. George? Is that George?
I don't perceive any other threats here at the moment, right?
No.
Gerald's gonna fly down and he like flies down and kind of doesn't land gracefully at all, just sort of like hits the ground just like stumbling, and sort of like drops down to his knees next to him and casts Spare the Dying.
Nothing happens. Your magic cannot take purchase.
Nana hidden steps back,
Okay.
hidden paths back, and just has this light in her hands and just kind of looks at the lady who's just stepped through and then at George and just tries to like press it into his chest. Like, go on and get back where you came from.
I'm sorry. Do you? I don't think that's going to work.
Yes, hello,
I'm
thank you
afraid.
for getting rid of the dragon. What is going to work?
I'm afraid you can't simply put something like that back.
Rudy, who's shaking off the effects of the haste dissipating, essentially. He's like, "What do you mean? I can bring anyone back. Give it to me, Nana. I'll do it. I know. I'll figure something out."
Sort of
And she walks over closer and she sort of like takes the hem of her skirt and she sits down. George, I warned you. This was bound to happen. And you all see George's eyes flicker, and George, you see her, your conscious fading in and out. You can feel yourself being tugged in all directions. But you recognize this woman. You've met her before.
Well, I'm not the best at reading warning labels.
I told you if you did not learn how to control this, someone would come and take it.
I asked a dragon, not that one. He didn't know.
I'm sorry, are you all friends?
Yes.
Yes, so if you could do something, it would be
What-
much appreciated.
What's happening here? Georgia, do you need a potion? And it's sort of like proffering a potion for
You
healing.
can see on George's body where there are these liver spot freckles that look like little lights, cracks starting to form, like someone playing connect the dots all over George's body.
Rudy would like to do a medicine check.
Make a medicine check.
Nana would like to do a nature
And
check.
he's going to boost it with the knowledge of the past life, which is a d6, I
Okay.
believe. So it's 22 plus, so it's 26.
26. You look at what's happening to George. You're not quite certain what is happening, but whatever was plucked from him, he's not dying. He's being unmade. Like the very essence of George has been taken.
I don't know what this is, guys. This is not death.
No. What you're holding, little gnome, is a spark. A very, very rare thing. This spark is what allowed George to travel. I'm assuming you're aware. And Nana, you come to the same conclusion. You've never seen something like this except in perhaps the most barren of wastelands, where it feels like not even rocks can survive, where the land itself is just crumbling away.
What do we do then? I got a healing potion.
We wish our best farewells.
No. Don't be silly. He uncorks it and just sort of like still feeds it to George anyway. Drink up.
Try not to
George,
drown me.
George, I will miss you. I hoped we would have met again under better circumstances.
Well, you know, there's always the next life.
Yes.
George, you can't go. Who's going to steal my cookies?
You got... you got Rudy for that.
No, forget the damn cookies. What about all the shiny rocks you were going to pilfer from all the filthy nobles we were going to... George, just... look, we're going to fix this. I know I can fix this. I'm... Rudius Mercigi, damn it, I can fix anything.
We will fix it. I'm sure there's something that can be done. Nothing is impossible.
There are quite many things that are impossible. But what you can do is be here. She grabs George's hand. She sits down and grabs one of the hands. And just caresses George's head, his hair carefully. And you can see almost like stiff dried twigs, even strands of hair break at the touch.
Arthur is going to grab his cloak of Phantom Steed and put it around George. Just sort of sits next to George, not saying anything, not looking at George, just having an arm around George, touching.
And then it's gonna sit down and sort of put his head on her lap and just like gently pet and be like,
Gerald's kind of just like rummaging through his bag looking for some magical MacGuffin that'll somehow reverse whatever it is that he doesn't understand that's going on here. See him just like tossing random like holy symbols, bits of parchment out of the haversack, and scrolls of various kinds, checking them and like, no, that's not going to work. I don't see what a rope's going to do here. There's got to be something. George, you can't just up and go. You owe us for something.
Arthur just turns to Gerald and come take a seat. Come sit down.
No, I don't want to accept this, Arthur. He's only just started to warm on me, and it's quite unacceptable.
As it's getting harder,
And he throws a flask of holy water in your face.
Okay, I'll change what I was going to say. As George getting waterboarded. Yes. As George is getting waterboarded and it's getting harder for him to speak, he kind of shoots his eyes over to the badger, who still exists.
Oh, so the badger gets to exist, but my haste effect gets... Oh, well, for crying out loud. This is just ridiculous.
And he gives it one last silent command, and it comes over and just kind of nuzzles against you guys for a little bit, trying to comfort you guys. And he looks at Rudy with a little mischievous grin and goes, guys, it'll be okay. I feel fine.
Rudy says that all the time, and he's not. Look at him.
Dare you? Well, I don't feel fine. I feel terrible.
Oh, wait, no, it'll be fine. And Gerald sort of pulls out his Book of Shadows and is like, flicks through to the page where he has everyone's name as a part of his what's the name of it? His gift of the protectors. And for some reason, George's name is still there. It hasn't, like, the magic hasn't activated. And he's like, no, it's gonna be fine. It's still there. See, look, you can't die because this is here. It'll be fine. Why aren't you working?
It's because he's not dying. I said that earlier. He's being unmade. This isn't death. At least not as I understand it.
What bloody good is all this magic? Throws the book on the ground.
Gerald, trust your magic. I've met many people, and you are the most magic-y person I know other than McGee over there.
Thank you, George. I'm not even really a proper wizard, but that means a lot to me.
I don't have time to understand that. Arthur, aim and loose. Aim and loose. Just, you're good at that. Stop using the swords.
You literally near hear Arthur sobbing.
was nice having you as a father.
Now
Rudy.
he's falling.
Rudy, you weren't a good mother, but I loved you anyways.
It's okay, George. You weren't
Oh,
a good.
shit, this isn't fair.
You weren't a good son either.
I resent that. And Nana, you were the bestest friend I could have ever made. Sorry, the rest of you. In all of my journey. Going on our quest together was the best in my what is carry the two 20-ish years. I think that's how you convert it. In the various planes. Look after them, and I'll be giving you something soon. Don't worry about it. I trust you to make sure it's looked after.
George, you know, I'll adopt anything.
Benjamin kind of pulls out it into your hand.
I was thinking about Benjamin.
I think that's about it for the final words.
George stops talking. There's a smile, smirk, a cheeky little grin locked on his face, and his eyelids close shut. And Nana, you feel the weight on your lap lessen significantly. The weight of the Phantom Steed cloak seems to push down. And just a handful of breezes pass by, and George's brittle body is scattered like leaves to the wind. His clothes remain, but George himself is gone. Nana, you still hold the light in your hand, and while the light fades enough for you to see the shape of some form of stone or crystal, it still glows. It feels warm in your hand. Little Benjamin nuzzles up, crawls up along your shoulder, nuzzles against your neck. And you can see a little note in his mouth. I
Did we
think
lose Cuddly?
Cuddly's frozen.
Oh, she is.
We lost Cuddly. Oh, shoot.
She has the notes.
She has.
Oh, note.
Oh, what a time to lose Cuddly. Oh, no. No!
Oh.
Oh, no. Of course.
I'm gonna go back to the main screen.
I'm gonna quickly run the ads now because otherwise it's
Is
gonna
this
run
now
anyway.
when it's time to take the 5-minute break and ruin the immersion, but come back and make everyone sad all over
I
again?
gotta-
We will take a break.
I have to
and
run the
wait
ads, everyone.
for Cuddly.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, heck. There we go. We can just kind of chill over here for a bit. There we go. There we go.
Oh man,
Oh.
such a bad time to take a break.
It's unfortunate. We can't help it. Sorry, everyone. Maybe while we're here, just real quickly, huge shout out to Anna from the Shire coming in with that raid. We've had some very, very kind words regarding your DMing, Josie. Just coming through here. Just
Okay.
So just letting you know, your DM is so good. I'm so absorbed. So
And this isn't even my final form.
no, it's not. This is in fact Josie's like maybe like second form. Definitely second form. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get Cuddly back.
We should get it back.
We should get.
We should.
Cuddly back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember to get some water to rehydrate those tears.
My bottle's empty.
Do go get drinks. Do go hydrate. Remember, if anyone out there, if you've forgotten to take your medication, now is a good time to do it.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna quickly use the facilities and refill my water bottle then, and then we'll get back to it when Cuddly's here.
While we're all sitting here waiting, just real quickly again, for those of you who don't know, we're actually moving. Eventually, we are moving to a single channel for our Dungeons and Dragons adventures. It's called Natural 30s. You can actually search it up via Twitch right now. And to coincide with that, we also have launched a merch line for our current D&D campaign, for the Dramonia campaign. And thank you to the mysterious stranger who actually bought a Gerald mug while we've been streaming tonight.
Ooh, Gerald.
Well.
Hang on, let me double check that. There's Cuddly.
Cuddly!
Oh,
Cuddly,
Heck.
you're
love
back.
you. We waited for
Australian
you.
internet.
we waited.
We decided to take a quick little breaky while
Oh,
waiting.
We hadn't
okay.
taken the break anyways.
True.
I tried to message you that so you wouldn't be stressed, but of course your net was down.
All right.
Yeah, it didn't come through until I just got back now, and then it's just
And now
so
I'm
I'm like,
gonna
oh, okay.
Well, I tried to
Y'all.
reduce stress for you.
reorganize the cams because they're a little out.
Sorry.
No. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. You can't help the internet. It does this.
You
Oh.
can't. It happened. But it was. But we could not tell for a moment if you were
If I had
actually
just, like,
Yeah.
frozen.
What was the
you
last
were,
thing you heard, by the way?
Yeah.
that the light is still there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So if you went
That's
further
good.
than that, I didn't.
A little bit, yes, a little bit.
Teeny.
But we will take it back from the top.
Okay, that sounds good. I will stick
We'll
around.
just wait
just
for
because I'm
Roju
paranoid.
went to get some drink.
Drink.
Yes, stay hydrated, everyone. Especially
Yes.
if you're holding back tears like I am.
You're holding back? What an amateur.
I can't release it.
What an amateur.
I ugly cry really bad. I can't do it on stream.
And I don't?
No, I really ugly cry. I'm talking the whole shebang. All right. Snot.
You guys didn't see like the snot coming down, and I was like, I was like looking at my tissues, like, they're just out of reach. I can't get them.
Welcome back, Orby.
Hello.
Just a quick
Oh, wow.
reminder, or you might need to rearrange your cameras. Just heads up.
Yes, I've messed it
It's
up.
alright. I think Roju makes a very nice Gouda.
Can you find where everyone goes?
Oh no, not again.
Hola, soy Dora.
Oh no.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Hello?
I know. It took me a second because I was trying to find the voice for.
Oh, I'm back.
I don't do
Welcome
a
back,
Dora
Roju.
voice ops. Oh,
Thank you.
Roju, they bought a Gerald mug. Someone
What?
bought a
Someone bought a
Gerald
Gerald
mug.
Yeah,
mug.
someone bought a Gerald mug.
What?
Yeah. Thank you again, mysterious stranger. I don't see who it was, but I just see it was done, so thank you.
Oh, that makes me feel so nice.
Most
Thank you,
magical mug
whoever
this
that
side of the
is.
Mississippi.
But with everyone back, we're gonna do one last push. We're gonna wrap up this episode a bit earlier than a normal, but I want to wrap up what is currently happening. So Nana, as you're holding this light that was taken from George, Benjamin crawls up your arm and nuzzles against your neck. And in his mouth, he holds a note.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. I will take the note and I will read it.
All right, everyone, look at the dice tray.
Oh shoot. Okay. Oh no! It's illegible.
This took me so much
It's.
I
I'm not.
love it.
I'm not sure how well, chat, you can all see that. But you can't make it out. No. Okay. So hang on. Maybe if I go to.
This took me so much time to write out.
This is
It's amazing.
actually
Okay, yeah.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I got this.
Arthur, large rod.
Hang on. Hang on.
Sorry.
Well, Nana has the note.
Excuse me.
Nana the note.
I just saw something there. I was like, what?
Of course, that's what you see.
The first thing he saw, too.
Mm.
Mhm.
So you find this handwritten note that Benjamin essentially hands to you, Nana. The mysterious woman who was referred to as simply F
All
stepped
right.
back, and you can see in the distance she stands with Ungar and Vice, these other two. And they're giving you all some distance. They're talking amongst themselves, but they're staying around. They're not leaving.
All right. I've embiggened this note for everyone. Here we go. Anyone on my stream, you should be able to read this now.
Oh my god, that's so huge.
Yeah. I just loaded it as a source.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I can
Oh,
make
that's
it a
wonderful.
link,
Oh, shit.
like it's a Discord link, and we can
Oops.
put it in chats if you guys want.
In case of emerg death, no, cross out. Death
Yep.
day years.
Yard sale?
Yard
Are you
sale.
kidding me, George?
Cross up. Just in case. If I die, don't let my stuff go to waste. I worked hard to steal, cross out, get this stuff.
God damn it.
Nana, pips of, cross out, rat pipes. You'll
What?
take care of them and they'll like you. Potions. All of them. Don't know what they do, but they are yours. Talk stones.
Vada.
Vada.
Vada could use someone to talk to if I die.
I like George's little like heart
Yeah.
over the eye. That really feels like
Ah.
he's trying to write real fancy there. I like it.
Yeah. Arthur, large rod. I should return it, and it's like a giant arrow, right?
Yes.
Sticky gloves. My prized item. Use it well, like son, like father.
Oh.
Puffball bag. Now you can puffball battle too.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Gerald. Scrolls. I never could read them. Sorry. Stuff. You'll be less of a
Oh shit, that's terrible.
anxious, scared, let's cross out, mess with a warning. Coin. When you fall off your broom, you'll know how far at least.
Does that help, my guys? Does that help? You can kind of see it now.
And Rudy,
Yeah, it looks good.
Yarig scales. your girlfriend, girlfriend might like them? Question marks?
Girl. Oh my god.
What?
My gig. So you won't be useless, cross out, helpless without spells.
George,
Wait.
please.
Wait, what? What was that? Wait, what was that part?
The magic.
The majig?
Yeah, the
The
guns.
guns.
What? What?
And wing boots. You
You're a
look
gun
like a death
skeleton.
god you should fly to.
What? The god?
So, just so everyone is aware, everyone essentially got a weapon, a utility item, and something to roast them with. Except Nana, because she doesn't get roasted.
I do the roasting. I'm the chef.
Exactly.
So as you read this note, because I'm assuming Gerald may have taken the note, Nana struggling to see currently, maybe to talk. All of
Yeah.
George's belongings are still there. It is only George's body itself that is gone. But you have this little mote of light in your hand as well, Nana.
Hmm.
You still can't quite see what shape it is, or it's changing shape, or it's just light that's taken physical form. It doesn't have much weight, but you can't close your fist around it properly. All you know is that it was referred to as a spark.
Well,
That little bastard. You have to get the last laugh at the end of everything.
I'm going to find him. I know after all this is done, I'm going to find him, wherever he's gone, and I'm going to bring him back.
I'm sure. He sort of like picks up and dusts off his Book of Shadows and still sees that it hasn't triggered at all. And
Name is still there.
oh, you're right, he's not dead.
Exactly.
He's just gone.
Right. Now you three. And Rudy levels the staff.
yeah.
Explain.
Oh, they're
now.
gonna get it.
And they all come forward. And you see the figure known as F is silently crying. Tears flowing down her cheeks. Vice, the young wizard with the red hair, pale skin, says, "Oh, we could definitely have a conversation. Is it okay if I take some precautions to make the area a bit more secure, perhaps?"
Sure. Stand back, would you?
But
And-
all right.
Gerald takes out a small metal rook and plonks it on the ground and
Oh, that.
backs everyone away to a safe distance and uses the activation word and instant fortress.
Breaking through the canopy, this little rook chess piece grows into a full-sized keep tower.
Made out of
And
adamantine.
you hear the Wise just whistles. Do you still want me to do my thing? Because it's, layers of protection.
As many layers of protection as we can afford.
Oh, wonderful! And he grabs a book from inside his own jacket, and he starts grabbing out like some form of powder, and he just starts sprinkling it while muttering and walking in a circle around the tower. And after about 10 minutes, wherever the circle is, there is just darkness envelops. Like there's just this shimmer of darkness. And he says, well, things can't go in and out unless I want them to, including sound, including portals.
Well, that's good. Let's all... I suppose let's all get inside then, and he sort of just looks down at the, I guess, empty spot where there was a George in George's stuff, where there's now just clothes, essentially, I suppose.
Did all of George scatter, or could you say that there was like ashes or something left?
No, there's nothing left.
Nothing left?
There's a light left.
There's a light left.
There's a light.
I don't...
Nana's carefully gathering everything to bring it inside.
Thank you, Nana. I wasn't sure what to do with... This is all so fast.
Well, that's what George did. He would appear and then disappear
We're
and
not
then
like
appear
this.
again, which means he's just disappeared.
He didn't disintegrate before. I don't want to... I don't want to talk about this right now. Let's get inside.
You step through this membrane of darkness. And you can see clear as day once you're inside. You see the tower, you see the snow-covered moss beneath. But you can't hear the sounds of the forest anymore. You can't seem to see out from the barrier either. And Vi says, no need to worry. It is simply a protection spell that prevents prying eyes, if you will. No one can come or go. No one can look in and listen in.
It's scry-proof then?
Yes.
Very well.
It prevents any form of divination magic from finding whatever is within.
Well, good. Open the door to the fortress and
Yeah.
usher everyone in.
You step inside. Looks like a small-ish chamber. There's a fireplace. There's a couple of benches and cots. There's a set of stairs that leads further up. It is, for all intents and purposes, a tower that has been erected in the middle of this forest. Now, we understand if you have questions. I personally, says the wizard, I am not quite as acquainted with this as F here. She is a bit of a mentor. And she just walks up to all of you and she takes her hat off. You see this long, voluminous black hair. It just ends. Some of the like tendrils of hair end in hair ties that have like paper tied into them.
Hmm.
There's just wherever you look at her, there's paper and vellum and parchment sticking out everywhere. I would be able to answer many of your questions, I believe. I knew George personally.
Well, why don't I start us a pot of tea then?
Probably be for the best. And as everyone is starting to get comfortable, you put George's belongings on one of the tables. Nana walks over and hangs her cauldron over the fireplace. You see S takes off her coat, and even underneath you can see strapped to her a black leather bodice has so many pockets full of papers and scrolls. And you see, taking off a piece of the rags, Ungar uncovers his head, and you see a skeleton. Just a skull. Turns around and says, "Oh! I was about to say it was getting very hot under there, but it's a bit cold here, don't you think?" You hear this voice emanate, but the jaw doesn't move.
This is just like, this is past the point for Gerald. Like, he just looks at the skeleton and he's just like the look of someone who is like past a limit and is just sure. It's just it's beyond his threshold for scare tolerance, and it's just another thing now.
Well, if we're making ourselves more comfortable, Rudy takes off his headgear as well.
Ungar immediately starts screaming, "Ah! It's the skeleton man!"
But why?
What do you mean? Skeleton?
Are you dead?
Are you?
No?
Neither am I.
Oh, I suppose that's fair. And I believe that is where we're gonna take an end for today.
Oh,
No,
I couldn't really hear that.
no.
very
Josie
well.
just spoke softly.
I
couldn't
said that's
hear.
where we're gonna end for today.
Ah,
Yeah.
Me.
No, now we lost you. I think because you switched mics.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'll translate. Oh,
I'm so
Fruit
pissed.
Loops.
All right.
I'm so pissed at the microphone thing.
It's all right. We'll get it sorted. At least you've got a working substitute there, so that's all good.
I mean, it's the camera microphone.
Yeah, but at least we can still hear you. That's
Yeah, and we can hear you well at
yeah,
least.
yeah. I've heard worst camera microphones.
Oh, 100%.
Like mine. That sounds like I'm underwater.
Like Cuddly's from ages ago. Yeah.
Oh man.
But before anything, I want to say thank you, Gouda, for having been with us till now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry for the feels.
How dare you give me feels?
Mm.
Only
I-
one per day.
Made you smile too.
Yes, you did. Fucking
We
yard sale.
may or may not see Gouda in the future, in the second campaign, but we have had some conversations. And Gouda was just supposed to be a recurring guest who ended up staying for a very, very long time. And it just doesn't fit with the time zones. And
Weird.
so if Gouda shows up in campaign 2, it will be temporarily. We will not be trying to make Gouda stay for this long again, because I think You've been here for a year now.
Oh,
About that.
What about it?
It's been about that, I said.
Yeah, okay.
Ah.
I thought you were doing it about that and then a
No,
comment would follow.
It's been about that. Sorry.
Ah, yeah. Before anyone comes for me, it was Gude who said that George had to go permanently.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This was my decision, my request.
Understandable.
When we were talking about George leaving, he wouldn't leave unless he died, guys.
yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
fair. Yeah.
He
Understandable.
knows the fight with Galera is upcoming. You guys are like in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't just.
Into the thick of it.
Ugh.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Man,
Yeah, that's crazy.
so many feels.
I did not like. I didn't like. I mean, like to the audience, like we knew Gouda had to go, but we didn't know how George was going to go. So like, I don't think we expected a death. That was
No, but it was in the back of my mind just because those things kept going for George, and I was like,
I thought they were just gonna steal him. That's why I was just like, we just keep getting
yeah,
in
I was
between
wondering
them.
if he was just gonna get kidnapped. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
They wanted just to steal his spark. And I will say for anyone out there who knows some of the like canon Dungeons and Dragons lore, and people maybe who are involved in the lore of Magic the Gathering, the spark is what allows a person to planeswalk.
I was wondering.
I figured, yeah, because they was
Whether-
saying Planeswalker. I was like,
Yeah. I was like, is this actually like
He's a
a like
special
a
boy.
yeah.
He was a planeswalker. He
So-
just didn't. He couldn't do it on command. But he
George
still had a
MTG
spark.
card when?
Yeah,
Wow.
planeswalker George.
Keep an eye on the
Yeah.
merch store. Maybe it'll go appear.
Oh my god.
Smiles and thinking of how long that would take me to make.
oh god, yeah.
I mean, you
I've
could...
made Pokemon cards before.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You could just... I mean, you wouldn't be able to make it like a card per se with what we have, but like you make them stickers.
Hey, we could make proxy cards
Could. Oh my gosh.
with George on it.
I draw a blue eyes white George.
Basically,
Oh my god.
And then I fuse him with two other blue eyes white Georges.
No!
Make the
Or is it
ultimate
like-
blue
Or
eyes.
is it like White Eyes Blue George?
White eyes
Yeah,
blue George.
why not Blue George?
No.
Fine Eyes Blue George.
Don't fuse George.
Oh
Using
my
with
god.
Benjamin. What
Oh,
are
God.
we? Big brother Edward. Edward.
I just imagine George and a rat doing like the Dragon Ball like
Wow. How about we check if there's any questions from any of the players or anyone in chat instead?
I might run off though. Early start of the morning.
yeah, I saw
So-
your sneaky
Or-
raid there, Orby.
Yes, that was
Wow.
very sneaky.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you did this.
I can.
Not at all.
George, all the puns.
Bye, Orb.
Bye, Orby.
Everyone say goodnight to Orby.
Night, Orby.
Good night,
Sleep
Orby.
well.
No, good night to you guys, cuties.
Oh my
Wow.
Oh, how
Wow.
rude.
Now that he's gone, I can tell you that he's actually the cutie here. So.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Go then, go!
Oh.
Get out of here! Go on, get
I
Cutie
knew
never
I
turns,
knew
there's no
you were
pass
gonna
on.
say something like that. So I was like, I'll just hang around for 5 extra seconds.
Well, now you stayed for 10. Get out of here. You've outstayed your welcome.
Yeah, also no you.
Arby.
No who?
That's right. That's right. Well, is saying absolute cutie orb, so get wrecked.
Oh, get absolutely wrecked.
Yeah.
Any questions in the chats or from the players?
Yeah, do we have any questions for
Yeah.
Gouda?
Ooh.
Gosh.
Probably none that aren't spoilers and
Yeah.
are gonna get like, because I want to know obviously who these people are, but I'm like, well, I can't.
We'll
Well, I
find
mean,
out.
we'll
It's
find
like a
out.
next, yeah.
We'll
That's,
Yeah.
find out next episode.
We will.
Well,
Indeed.
I actually won't be here, so I'll have to just watch it.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
week, Cuddly is at
I
a
won't be here.
concert. No,
Yeah,
no,
concert.
Yes?
Yeah, yeah.
I know things.
You
Mm.
do know things because I told you. I
Oh,
And
am.
hopefully, I'm no longer sick.
that would be nice.
Fingers
Because
crossed.
I did definitely feel off
Mm,
my game
mm,
today.
mm.
I thought you did really well.
No, you did fine.
I
Yeah.
think everyone
you.
in chat would agree with me when I say that you performed admirably.
Mm.
I saw a lot of Josie as amazing storyteller in all of the chats.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it was great, fantastic. I think
So
like
you get wrecked as well.
I think like it really goes to show that like the amount of sort of effort you put into putting on the show itself, Josie. It's actually incredible. Like I know you may not feel it right now, but it really comes across immensely. I know a lot of people appreciate it. We do have
Yeah.
questions over here though. So
Ooh.
Gaming Golfer asks, will Gouda be doing any other D&D games elsewhere on Twitch?
On Twitch, not that I know of. I do have people who have been asking me to play D&D for a while on NA times, one of which is IRL.
Oh,
It's with the group that I basically grew up with.
Ooh.
So
I love that for
I've
you.
been playing D&D since I was in single digits, and I've had my own character since I was 11. So I was literally like grandfathered into D&D, and that group, as soon as they finish their dungeon crawler thing that I don't like, they're going to do a roleplay based one, and then I'll play.
Nice.
Very cool. And there's also a question from Donkin Dice. How
Is it
was
about the Hunger Games?
no? I specifically, yeah, although yes, yeah, let the Hunger Games begin on that open slot. But how was the original concept of George from the start to where the character ended up? So I think the question is like,
Okay.
did it change at all, or like was
It had to,
Mm.
because George was originally just a one shot to be shown just the one time. Like literally was supposed to be only one episode, but we ran long and he ended up being what, 2.5 episodes that first time.
Was running long? Never.
no, never perish the
Like,
thought?
he was literally just like this thief character that looked like a child to stir up the feels of the group and make them like, oh, how do we deal with this little
We can
shit?
we can actually talk. I'm sorry for cutting off. I'm gonna let you finish, but we can actually talk a moment after you finished about the Starlings and
Oh, yes.
explain some of that.
Yeah,
that'd be
so
good.
since I was doing a one-shot character, I was going to guess, like, Dramonia has had a lot of guests in the past as well. And Joji asked me if I was willing to play a homebrew race for her. And I was like, you know what? Bet. Especially because it's a one-shot character. I can get a taste for it, and she can see how it's run, and it'll be fun. And that is what George is. That's why he is blue. If you see my model, I am cosplaying as him. It is why he is blind. It is why he is blue. It is why he has little white freckles. Not really freckles, but they look like freckles. And, you know, it is why he is.
It's why he is, and he has gone through some mechanical
was.
changes.
Yes, he had to go. So he went from the one shot where he was very like one dimensional because he was just for one episode. I only made him to be a one episode character. He had
One
no
shot,
depth to him.
One dimension. That's it.
Yeah, because he was supposed to show up, fuck around, and then
not
get
have to find out.
arrested. Yeah, and then get arrested and never be seen again.
Yes.
But things happen.
And then we had fun, and then Josie and I, as we do, started planning evil plans of what. Josie, can we talk about how George was originally supposed to come back, or is that still a secret?
No, it's fine.
So George was originally, I think, supposed to be up locked up in a different type of jail because he does not learn lessons.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Who would have seen
Surprise
that
Pikachu
coming?
Phase.
Yeah, we
I
had this whole idea that George would just like appear, be there for one session, and then be like the party turns around and he's gone again, and
There's, like-
Gouda would just like guest like randomly once every now and then, and
Be like
George
Stan
would just
Lee,
like
show up anywhere.
yeah, he would just do cameos
That would be so.
and
Oh,
like have
yes.
no actual impact on the story or
No depth,
things
no
like that.
impact, just literally just a one-line character, which you probably can
Yeah.
notice that the one line stayed. But yeah, but then
one
as
liner.
we played around with the idea of George staying. And I don't know how many people were there for the train episode, where he left.
Some of our best work, I just want to say. The train episode. Come on.
Really
Come on.
Oh,
Fucking train
Minus.
episode.
Where he had gone off and stolen things because he did not learn from his lessons. Um,
He certainly
and he had
doesn't.
stolen a first class train ticket on the
Ticket.
train that not the
Just
whole
the whole
train.
train.
Yeah, just
And so yeah, he was just waiting on the compartment. And at that point is when we really had to be like, oh, okay, I need a backstory.
oh shit! How did George get here? What's George's motivations?
Why is George the way he is? Why is he like this? Why is he this alignment but does bad things still? Because like when you're a one shot, alignment doesn't really matter as much because it's like yes, it'll show through, but not as much as like a reoccurring or a long running character. So things had to start fitting. And I also had to tone him down because he was going to be a long running character. He can't just be the type that is like, what is it, a kinder that just kleptomaniacs everything? Just things appear in his bag.
Wait.
Cat.
Does that mean the gears that Nana cast on him didn't need to be done?
No, he was never going to steal from you guys. After he became a long running character, he was never going to steal from you guys. I made that decision unless it was like a need feeling for him or like you guys, because at that point Gerald and I already forgot George's name. George.
Wow.
You already forgot? That hurts me more than it hurts you. I'm shooketh.
But yeah, so Gerald and George were already at that point antagonistic towards each other. They did not get on the right foot at all. So if it had come to a fight, George would have done the petty thing and just stolen like something insignificant from him. Just something to inconvenience him. Nothing of like any.
He's right socks, so then he has no socks.
That's why they've
I
been
was
going
thinking
missing.
his underwear.
Brilliant.
Oh my
Or
god.
before understanding like the hat or the book, but then he would have thought more of it. He's like, oh, he's a magic type. Fucking, what else does he have? Kind of like browsing wares kind of thing.
Amazing.
But yeah, he probably would not have stolen anything unless it like came down to the wire, like, okay, I'm proving a point kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There are reasons that have not come up in the campaign of why George is the way he is, and I do not know if Josie has any plans of roping it back in or not, so I don't know if I want to say.
I'll
we're about to-
probably say that you can say whatever you want at this point.
Who wants lore spoilers? I just want to say, for as much as I leak my own shit, I have yet to leak George's backstory.
Well,
For
I
over a
imagine we're going
year.
to hear a bit from this lady that knows George. Right?
Yeah, so maybe.
Well, it's not like she's best friends with George, but they did travel
Clearly not.
together a bit in the past.
Which means it would be from after the point that made George who he is.
Okay.
Because they traveled together. F, I'm gonna say, is not a planeswalker, but has the ability to travel to some planes.
Mm.
Right.
And they met because they were both searching for someone, and they decided to travel together for a while.
Mm.
So,
I have a question actually.
yes.
Who created the character of F? Was that you, Josie, or was that you, Gude? Did you
Yes,
create?
Weiss and Ungar have existed in this world canonically for like 5 years.
Okay.
Like
cool.
since my very first campaign. And Ungar, if I'm just being quick, Ungar is not a skeleton. Ungar looks like a skeleton, but Ungar is actually like a soul that has been cursed to be stuck inside his own decomposed skull.
I love that for him. That's
And then
fantastic.
Weiss has just simply essentially like put the skeletons back together and used magic to allow Ungar for some like locomotion.
Nice.
That's so good.
So that I guess
Yeah.
that means like that's like how he can't actually really do anything. He's just like
Yeah,
see ya.
it was all very much just a prank, bro. Because the original party, the Help, actually found Ungar like as he was yelling for help in his own tomb, and someone had etched a spell onto his tomb that was this locomotion spell. So they just grabbed his skull, his entire skeleton, and they used to
Well.
like put his skull on a pike when they were camping and be like, yell if someone comes.
Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
Oh.
If Ungar
and-
doesn't do what I want him to do, Nana's gonna very much consider that option. Oh, you're gonna just open a portal and run? Okay. Stick
Yeah.
you on my fucking
But
spoon.
F is a character who travels the world looking for her daughter, and she has existed in this world for a very long time. She knows Weiss because Weiss wants to study the planes, and so he's learning some magic from her because they're both no. He is a conjuration wizard, but she is an Order of the Scribe wizard.
Yeah.
I figured.
And she's like, why the shit should I use my own spell slots when I could just make scrolls? Oh,
True.
That's pretty cool.
Valid.
so
Valid.
she's just like, I'll only use my spell slot if I need to.
Mm.
Come on.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, and she is actually, her entire aesthetic is also based off an actual friend of mine.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I
she
got
and George traveled together.
They did.
I
And
read
I
that
can also
also.
say some things about starlings that, because George
Mm.
keeps hinting at not being a child,
Mm.
Yes.
and it is because of cultural reasons, because his race has an incredibly low lifespan.
Mm.
So they are considered adults by the age of, I think we said like 13.
I can double check.
Mm.
Mm.
Is
But,
the short lifespan because life is just so hard out there? So like
Yes.
a George under captivity in Nana's house would live to like 100.
Georgian captain.
I'm just asking. But like a George in the wild would have a very harsh time, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you know.
There's a lot of predation.
Well, there
Are you-
might be. I don't know.
Are
He
you
comes
telling
from the
me that if
astral
we
planes.
capture a couple of Georges in Pokeballs, we can go challenge the Elite Four?
They reach maturity at 16 and they rarely live past 60.
Mm.
There you go. There you go.
Because they live in, I never checked if it was a real thing. So in my mind, it's something that I sort of made up. They are in a transient plane between like the first world / Feywilds and the astral sea called the Star
Mm.
Wilds. And the reason they are blind or light blind is because there are no clouds, so like the light of space is just constantly glaring down upon them.
That's cool.
Interesting.
That is really cool.
Alrighty, I might consider raiding out because I don't really want to run more ads, and I've lost all my snoozers.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Not
so
the
Oh, no.
snoozer.
so rather than
Oh,
subject
gosh.
chat to more ads, I can either raid to Rodri if you guys want to keep discussing stuff, or we can decide on someone to raid. Sorry to cut it all short, but
No, it's all
I
good.
just don't want to subject everyone to 3 minutes of ads for like another 5 minutes of content. That's all.
Fair, fair.